May have to go live in order to get the show up. Well, evening everybody. It's not Catfish Weekly. It ain't Mark show, so we ain't got to go live tonight because of the wind. We got 5 in here watching. Big countdown for the day to come. Lot to do in a short time to do it. Still got reels to do, rods to fix up, detail a vehicle, go to the doctor. I don't know why we gotta go to the doctor all the time for. Just a big hassle. Hello, Lance. Hey, buddy. It's getting close. There's a link if you want to come up. Bishop or Wiscos? That's kind of a happy Monday. Did a lot of running today, Whiskers. Still didn't get the part I needed. Mr. John, Euler, brother, Pro Catter. I'll throw the link out there if you want to come up. Getting ready to peel some line off this reel if it works. I'm going to try. I didn't have no rod, so I got a pencil stuck in the drill and I'll tie the line to it, peel the line off of there. If I got a small reel out in the garage, I'll put the line on it. It's still good line. I'm just going to switch it over to Andy Green, 30 pounds. Mr. Stonefly, good evening, buddy. Gonna have to get down there and fish with you before too long. Getting things called up slowly. Still got another big truck and a half of wood coming. But I'll worry about that when I get back. Yeah, I understand that. At 2:30 comes fast, bud. Yep. I was looking at Scioto today. Yesterday it was at the top of the bank over in Chillicothe here on Route 35. Oh, Eric, you better keep an eye on Curtis here. He's trying to pull you out of a tournament or something. Oh, oh no, I could do a Lee Evans to you, Curtis, but I'm not. I'll get you back. Oh, Dan. Yeah, yeah, I remember you over in Hog Legs, buddy. I think he was telling somebody there, John. Uh, Curtis was telling him, go ahead, put him in. Eric don't need to fish or something like that. I can't remember what it was, but he won't do it until he talks to Eric. Something come up, Eric? It might have been. Hey, great farmer. How you doing this evening, buddy? If anybody ain't got great farmer, Go check him out. He's a morning show. Got a lot of good people coming in. One of these days, he said he was going to get an RV and a passport and start roaming and doing something a little different there. Go live everywhere he goes. Evening, Carmel. It's me, Carmel. I just got up. She in there talking again. She's feeling better. Well, I have to cut that air supply off. She won't be so cocky and ready to jump like a frog. Warner, like I told you, bud, doors open. We got that big RV. We got plenty of room to park it, brother. Oh, Team David, thank you for coming in. Aaron, welcome, bud. That's another guy I'm going to fish with here. Hopefully this year, anyway. I ain't got a studio set up yet, or I'll show you that regulators had out there on the prairie. If it would have been soaking wet, I would have been making the post office pay for another hat. I found it over by the well box. Had 2 shirts come that day in the mail. Hey, here's Brother Lance. Welcome.
Hey, Ernie. Oh.
Yeah, what we fished at was up there, Lance. It was probably about 50 feet from the water. Nice little bank area, plenty of room. And it looked like somebody had placed the stones in the water perfect. I mean, it was like a cobblestone type deal going out in there. Seemed like a pretty decent little spot. We didn't do no good, but you never do when you first fish a place.
Right. That place, did you see the picture on where Chad and Dee caught their fish?
I seen the fish. I've been running all day. I really ain't had time to do a whole lot of looking and watching.
Yeah. Well, there's a place, where Chad and Dee's at, where they were fishing. That's like, man, that's the hot spot.
Yeah,
that place. There is one area, like a little just further up. You can park on the side of the road and get to the spot. It's a nice little area too. It's actually a choke point. That's not even the lake technically.
Yeah.
That's the Yahara River that feeds into Mendota. And then you got where they call Governor's Island. And that's a good little place. You can actually back the vehicle up and fish right there. You're right there next to your rod. You ain't even got to walk away from the vehicle unless you're casting. Hey, Mike Irvin.
Yeah. Evening, Mike Irvin. Yeah, my little theory's going to work. I thought I was going to have to go get a metal. Take a DeWalt drill, tie your old line to it, pull the trigger. It'll take the line right off of it. Do what? Oh, he did? I guess Parker's already got that out. I was thinking about this a year ago. Yeah. Well, I ain't throwing this line away. I can fill up another real small one with it. I ain't got down to the old stuff in there. I'll take the old stuff and take it off and the other end to be all new. I mean, it ain't old line. it's still pretty tough.
Yeah. Regulator said he heard I can't fish worth a lick. Hey, I've only skunked a few times on a live.
Hey, Yak Shore, appreciate you coming in. Did I miss Eddie Gross?
Hey, Don R.
Welcome in, Don R. Curtis must be doing something. He's seeing people. I don't know about that boy sometimes. Eric might have had him out there and he bumped his head on a tree limb or something like that.
You got me on your list, Aaron, for that tournament, bank and boat.
Aaron, if my boat was together, I'd be right there to help you out, brother. Uh-oh, here comes the fisherman of the two of Eric and Curtis. Say, Eric.
All right, technical whiskers.
It's not working.
What's up, Eric?
Ernie, I need a sticker.
Well, brother, you never come over. You gotta make Curtis do what you want him to do.
Yeah. Can't even get him to weed eat.
That's bad. He's gonna be one of them old hermits, ain't he? He's gonna stay in the house all the time.
No, he's a vampire. He stays up all night. Waits for Hogleg to get on, and he's in the Hogleg show all night.
Yeah. You need to treat him like your little red-headed stepchild, buddy. Take that computer away from him. Shut the internet down.
Aaron, you better have me for bank. I ain't got no boat.
Bossy secretary. I'm sure he ain't talking like that to Lisa. Next time we see Aaron, he'll have a couple of black eyes or something on him.
Be over the whole screen.
I thought Eric coming in there real dark was going to show off that rod holder he did the other day.
Which one?
That looked pretty good.
Hope this don't kick me out. Okay, it didn't. There's the other one I'm working on.
Oh man, this car is being well, it ain't the car. The parts house is. What do you do there?
Yeah. You dip that?
You make that or you buy that?
I painted it. And I got the black light over here.
Welcome in, Thunder.
It's that paint I bought. Glows in the black light.
Yeah, if
The
anybody.
rod, if you can see the rod back here.
Hey, Big Mike.
Say, Big Mike.
I got a black light that goes on the boat too.
Bushwhacker, welcome in.
Weird.
Yeah, if anybody ain't got Thunder,
rod.
go check her out.
Painted this rod.
That looks pretty good.
Yeah, I got a clear coat on it too, so I don't have to worry about the paint coming off.
Oh, nice.
It all glows in the black light. I'm gonna take. I got a black rod that's old over there. I'm gonna take some glue, and I'm gonna wrap this mono around it so it pops like that too. I already started one, but it didn't look right, so I didn't have it tight enough.
That yellow stands out real good.
The green line stands out more than any of it.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, you ought to know about that. That stuff. That black light hits that green line, man, and it's just like bling.
Oh, I got clear light, but it still stands out real good.
Yeah.
Especially when that transition from day to dark, it gives you a little longer see time.
Reddy hat goes pretty good in the black light too.
Doing okay, Don. How about yourself, buddy?
Now, 4 coats I had put on this.
Wow.
Yeah, I still a little wet. But every time it dried, it looked green because it was black. Plastic's black. So it dried and it looked green. I still got to put a clear coat on this so the paint don't come off. The first time I painted them, I put them on the boat and it rained and you just pooped right off. Let's land sideways now.
Go. 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 Really? Way to go, Yorkshire. Good to hear, bud. Bug man, hate to hear that, bud. Hope things turn around and go the other direction for you.
You like Sprite?
Welcome down east.
In here. Slime cat girl was pretty good.
Like I said, I was tapping the dog with the paper. It wasn't Chrissy I was hitting.
What's up, down east?
Bug man, I'm here, brother. If I can help in any way, just let me know. I'll do what I can do. The dog in there wanting to give her a lizard. She gets up on her lap and she wants some love is what it is. But she's still got a lot of pup on her. 65 pounds rearing up on you. I'm sure it don't feel good. I'm going to take her out on a boat. Let her be my boat dog.
Awesome, down east. Yeah, they're good reels, man. I ain't got no complaints with mine.
Yeah, I heard everybody talking about them. Everybody I've talked to said they're pretty decent reels.
Yeah, those the Ancient Mariners.
Yep.
Yeah, there's some good reels. Or in Mendota, I'll let you cast it just to see how it actually casts.
Yeah, she's got that Shakespeare. I got to get that rod together too. I'll bring some extras with me for backup. I'm going to try to go catch bait tomorrow. I mean, they probably won't be alive when I get there, but it'll be still cut bait.
Yeah, hopefully, man. My replacement caliper didn't show up today.
Oh.
So I called this evening just to see if they forgot to call. They told me my part's in Milwaukee.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
that poor employee got an earful.
Yeah. Well, we ordered a carburetor.
What's it on, Lance?
little
Huh?
motor.
You said you got a replacement caliber?
Yeah,
What's it on?
Man.
it's Passat, 2000 Passat.
Ah, that's why. It's a foreign vehicle.
Yeah, I had both calipers. Got done with it yesterday, and go to bleed the line. That's the last one too. The passenger side had Audra pump the brake, go to bleed the line, and go to tighten it up. Man, it was stripped out on the inside.
Oh,
So I called him. He said, "Yeah." He said the part will be in. Was supposed to be today at noon. Never showed up. I called him this evening. Find out. They said now my part's in Milwaukee. I'm like, man, I got a trip coming up. I need that part ASAP. He said it'll be in tomorrow morning at 8. I said, all right, I'll be there at 8.
I would be there too. Like, excuse me, my parts on my trip this weekend.
Evening, Dale. Chrissy in there sewing the fishing chair. She bought something or some kind of sewing thing on it. Looked like a ball to sew that chair with. I was trying to find a upholstery shop to run it through there, resew every one of them. Somehow or another, the stitch went bad.
The backpack chair, and then it's got like a bag on the one side, and then you got the book bag straps where you can back it on your back.
Yeah, you little fellas can get by with that.
It sits in the boat real good too.
I need a dump truck bed to set in myself, but you know.
Yeah.
She's sewing my chair.
Get on that barge up there that's up in Toledo area. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
Be
Oh,
nice
wanna be.
for everybody to get up together. There's enough room on that thing.
Yeah. I get it. Well, it'll be another weekend. Boys just about got the motor to go.
All right, Bug Man. Have a good night.
Take care, Bug Man. Be safe, Bug. Hope good news comes to you, buddy.
Reach it. Reach it.
What is that new sticker board behind you?
It's the same one I've had.
That might be the way the camera. Maybe
Huh?
your camera's setting different. It looks different.
Oh, it's the camera sitting down lower.
Oh, okay.
Not as high as up as it normally is. Normally it's up here.
Yeah. Yeah, I was wondering about that. I thought you done filled up another one. Morning, Sam, or evening, Sam Gloves. I wish you could go, Eric.
What, Mendota?
Yeah.
I can't afford to do nothing right now. You know, I ran hold on, I did a rookie move. What, Mendota? Yeah. I can't afford to do nothing right now.
Welcome in, old mechanic. Appreciate you stopping by, bud. Hope things is good for you and Mama. Everybody check everybody out in here, man. Everybody's got good channels. The only way we can do anything around here is help each other out. Definitely means a lot.
Yeah, I ran a stop sign Friday in MacArthur.
Yeah. Oh, Justin, that's another good old boy right
Cost
there.
me $112.
Yeah, I want to be. I seen Dee's monster. She was right. Last year, them small ones was biting. It was like trying to hold an eel. She got one this year, but I had to kind of give her a little hassle there for the picture.
When are you guys taking off?
I'm wanting to leave Wednesday morning about 4 a.m. Try to beat the Chicago rush.
I don't blame you there.
But I like leaving out early. Maybe get up there before check-in. Maybe stop out there and fish a little bit.
Take a nap.
Well, yeah, you could say that. But I can't sleep when I'm in places like that. That's
Yeah, I'm strange on that too, but if I'm really extremely tired, then yeah, I'll pass out. That's how I was when we went down to Lee's.
Yeah,
I couldn't stay awake.
everybody that went up there is catching them. I hope they don't sore lip all of them.
Yeah, you got Chad up there.
Oh, we ain't worried about Chad. He only caught a 24-pound channel. But that was a nice fish, though. He did good.
He's got D with him. Shit, pike they caught up there.
Uh-huh.
That is nice too. It looked like it was about to rip her arm off though.
I wonder if you're allowed to keep them. I'd like to fix one up on the griddle.
Yeah, for Lake Mendota, they got to be 40 inches.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, she's 4 inches.
See, that's the weird thing about Wisconsin, man. We got, if you're south of Highway 10, usually the minimum length south of Highway 10 is 26 inches, but each lake can have their own regulations on fish. And Mendota is 40 inches. She was 4 inches from grilling a nice sized pike.
Yeah. That would have been nice.
Because they sure are good eating fish.
I've never had one. Oh, Robert, appreciate you coming in, buddy. Yeah, I ain't never had pike. I'd be willing to try it. Yeah, tomorrow's gonna be pretty busy. Yeah, sure. I ain't got no smoker to take up there, but I don't know who's bringing what, but I would try it that way too. Yeah, Justin, there's a lot of them that's on my bucket list. But there's one that I know I'll never catch, and that's the great big one out there. Where's that at? I guess it's shoot, I can't think of the name of it. It's overseas. I ain't flying.
I don't blame you there. Fat guys ain't made to be on the plane. And I'm a fat guy. I ain't getting on the plane. If I can't get there by boat or car, I'm not going.
I'm right there with you. I hear you, John. We're gonna have to try it out sometime.
Yeah. John's gonna have to get us up there on that barge of his. John ought to set a meet and greet up at his up at his place, or down in your place, Ernie.
Well, if me and John get together and put our heads together, we might be able to hook the two pontoon boats together and make a nice barge. Oh, Big Mike. Big Mike, there would be two messes. One on the plane and one in my drawers when I land. Or they might happen simultaneously all at once. Oh,
Hey, J Box Hunter.
I met him at Mendota at CatCon. He's a pretty good old boy. J Fox.
Hey, Ernie, I'm gonna drop out and drop in the chat. If you can drop that link again, my mic went.
Okay,
I can barely hear you guys.
done did.
This one's behind.
Oh, relaxing. Appreciate you coming in. That thing's so pretty easy. I'm getting that look, Eric. I might not be going nowhere. Or I might get there and disappear, one of the two.
That's right. Better make sure you ain't got no rope or bricks around you there, Ernie. You know what I mean? You might throw a brick over the edge and your leg be tied to it.
You never know.
You'll be
Welcome in,
fish
Arrowhead. Austin. Appreciate y'all coming in. Wow, 30 great people in here tonight. Well, if they come to see you, why ain't you coming in here then?
You're slaving me.
Yeah, I didn't tell you to sew it. I told you to get it ready and I'd sew it. Now you see how nice I am? I tried to get her to
I know you're nice. You always be making her coffee every morning.
That's right. Hello, Jody.
How's she sewing and typing at the same time?
All right.
She's got like a ball thing that you hold on to and go like that, and it goes the stitches in there. Hello, Angerville. Jody's talking crap in there.
Yep. She's good at that.
Jody. Angler.
She's good at talking that crap.
What's up, nephew?
Like I told her earlier, I ain't wearing no dress or I ain't putting no makeup on.
Oh, come on, Eric. You can make you up a green dress with a yellow G in the middle of it.
I'm good. I'm not going to get beat by, what was it, 2.5 pounds. I'll catch a fish.
Watch, he get in there and won't catch a thing now.
Yep. That's what happened to the pork chop. He said he's going.
Especially when I'm on the boat. When we're on a boat, well, we normally catch something. Only one time have I been on the boat that I haven't caught something. Knock on wood. My dad was with me.
Hey, somebody's saying something about a grass skirt and a coconut bra.
Yeah, no. Like I said before, I don't do those crazy side bets.
There is a big tournament coming up though.
I didn't say nothing like that, Curtis.
Are you on the bank in that tournament? Catfish regulator.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, I ain't got no boat.
Okay. See, I entered too because I'm on a boat.
What did Austin do? Did he make a bet with Jody? That's weird. I'm putting on makeup on right now with my dress. Huh.
Ain't regulator the one that made her walk in the water?
Yeah, he's the only one that's beat her, man.
Yeah.
See, I'm smart enough not to go up against her because Ohio don't have no fish like that here. So why
But
waste
see-
my time and hers doing that?
All you gotta do is get her to fish from the bank. I don't think I've ever seen her catch a catfish from the bank. It's like Brian B. That's how you can beat him too.
Yeah, I won't enter a tournament with them guys. They got what they call
What's up,
what I
Dale?
call fish bowl.
Yeah.
I call it aquarium.
Yeah, I mean
It's only a matter of time for them, as I call them, poachers, go up there and out fish their water like they did ours.
yeah.
Oh,
When you
yeah.
keep putting it in, it's like a bowl of noodles. Eventually, it's going to fill up if nobody takes. But if they hit it like they did Ohio River and or Scioto River, it'll get the same way.
Yep.
Just,
It is nice though that they're starting to stock a lot of the lakes with blue cat.
yeah, they will. Yeah, Scioto River used to have some monsters in it at one time. You're lucky to catch a 30 or 40 pounder out there anymore.
Yeah, that's why you got to go to somewhere out, another river that's in Ohio.
Yeah, it was. It
You
wasn't
get some
nothing for me
big
to.
flathead.
That's like Lake
You
Logan.
don't have you. It's out in BFE, so you don't get no service.
Yeah, that's like Lake Logan. I used to go over there and catch all kinds of catfish, man. I mean, they weren't no monsters, but it would go in the freezer. Now you can't catch nothing for the weeds.
Wow.
And it's supposed to be a big spot, huh, Eric?
It used to be a good spot, but it's been fished out.
Hey, Uncle Lou.
Yep. Evening, Uncle Lou.
Evening, Mr. Reed. But
We'll go, John.
look at that paint right there that I painted that rod holder and the rod with.
Huh. I wonder what that
Black
was.
white paint.
Somebody getting a message or something.
Yeah, that's my other phone was beeping down here.
Oh, I thought something was happening to this old computer. This old laptop. Evening, Tony. Yeah, I got set up at Uncle Lou's rod for Chrissy to take up there. I'm going to try to hook me up a bucket, make a live well out of it, try to keep the bluegill as much as I can alive.
Yeah.
I ain't got no old cooler, or I'd use it.
Get you those oxygen pills that you just drop in the water.
I've never had no luck with it. I got aerators that run off battery, and I got bilge pumps. I could run. I got it set up where it circulate water, but I don't think I got enough batteries to run it that long.
Right.
I loaned out my charger, my small charger. I could run off the house current. I could recharge overnight, but he knocked it off the front of the truck, busted the housing, and it ain't worked right since.
Wow.
So I went and bought a big one on wheels, and it seems I don't loan it out. It stays in the garage.
Defiance, huh?
Yeah, if I get that part in early in the morning and I get it fixed, I'm gonna try and go and catch some bluegills too tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll
She's
have
trying to
some.
be mean.
I'll
She's
have a
trying to
couple
be
of
mean.
deer liver.
Because I got some cut bait I'll have with it too, and I'll probably end up buying I'll have to buy suckers too.
I want to see what pans out.
Hey, what's up, Brad?
I got room. I'll throw in a big cooler in there. I can always bleach it out later. Evening, Brad.
Right.
What do you think about 2-ounce sinkers up there? You think them would be okay?
Oh yeah. For Lake Mendota?
Yeah.
Who's that?
Yeah, that's
I
fine.
don't know who you're talking about. I want to see Jody in a dress and makeup.
That's what I'll be throwing 2 ounce and 3 ounce.
Okay.
And then I'll have I think I'm gonna probably put, because I got 2 ounce egg sinkers from Brad. I'm gonna bring those along too.
Yeah, I gotta go through the ones I got out there and pull them twos out and put them in a different box. I'm running out of room, man. I ain't got enough boxes. I gotta get some tackle boxes together.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta once I get the car done tomorrow, when the part gets in, gotta rearrange the cars, because all the rods are in there. I gotta
What's
pull
up,
out
Coach?
my bait rods too and get those set up so I can go hopefully catch some bluegill.
There you go, Steve. If you want to come up, buddy.
Jody's not being nice. She's
Hey,
being
Mr.
mean.
Steve Adams.
She's trying to pick on people and hurt their feelings. She's trying to make people wear dresses and put makeup on.
Evening, Avid. Yeah, Jody's just being Jody.
Yeah,
I think.
Well, I also talked to
she's nicer in person. She's just a bully on YouTube.
I talked to a guy when we was up there that first time we went up to Mendota.
Oh, Steve.
He was saying the lake next to it was good for some pike and channel cats too.
Cherokee Lake.
Oh, it's
Aha, Uncle Lou, you're funny.
oh man, it starts with an M. I can't remember the name of it, but it's right there next to Mendota. He said nobody goes there to fish for channel cat, so they get pretty big in that lake too.
Yeah. I guess I'm gonna have to check things out if I want to.
Yeah,
Catch
it's
a few
called
spots.
Lake Monona.
Yeah, we'll probably have to check that out too if we get time.
Yeah, it's supposed to have some nice pike and nice channel cats, because
Well,
people go there mainly bass fish.
Yeah, that's about all our lake is over there anymore. Bass, crappie, and a few bluegill. There's a few cats left in there if they don't take them out too.
Right. But yeah, the first day there, we'll be there Thursday morning. I'm gonna end up hitting one of the first spots we fished there, which ain't too far from where Chad and Dee were in their boat.
Yeah.
You just go right past that railroad track, and you go under the highway there, and it's a kayak launch you can fish off of.
Is that Daryl?
Yeah.
Change
Welcome
your
in, Daryl.
logo. Change your
How you
logo,
doing,
Daryl.
I seen a video where this trophy seekers guy there, he wrestling with catfish, and I think the catfish got the upper hand on him there a couple times.
Yeah, I watched that video earlier. That's funny.
I guess Woody didn't show him the block move for that. Nice fish though, there. Let's see here. We got somebody here that's going to need to be leaving.
Steve. How's CP doing, Steve?
Anybody know that optimistical?
No.
See if you like that a little bit. You care about what we have to say about catfishing in this room. Because we all here to listen and learn. Uh-oh. Here comes my little buddy. Hello, Carmel.
Hey, what's up, Ernie?
Buddy?
Say, Lance, Eric.
Hey, Carmel.
I just want to take a minute. Ernie, come on, show you. You showing them lights the other night?
Yeah.
I made some a while. It's been a few years ago, man. Battery's about dead in them now, but yeah, I had them in like
Yeah, that one there
red.
lasts about 2 nights.
Yeah, they last a long time. And blue,
Yeah.
green.
Yeah.
And those I took old glow sticks and cut them in half and put them
Yeah.
on there to make them. I got these other ones, man, that I got. I don't even remember where I got them from. That are LEDs
Yeah.
that screw together, man, and like that. But they got a thing that sticks in them, and I don't know whether you can get it up or not, but it's got like
Yeah, I can see it.
little ridges in there that clips right on the end of your pole, so you
Oh,
don't have to
okay.
tape it onto anything.
Yeah, at the end of this, I use tubing in it. It's kind
Yeah.
of flexible a little bit, but it still works.
Yeah.
I mean,
And then for my smaller poles, man, I took I had some old clip-on type of them old glow sticks that last about 2 hours or something or other.
yeah,
I cut the end of them off, and it's got the clip on it where you can put it on the end of your poles and things.
yeah,
And I picked up these little LEDs that'll force right in the end of it and clip on the end of the pole.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
Just
I'm trying
thought
to figure out a way to clip these on the pole other than zip tie them.
yeah,
But I mean, if I can get $3 a piece out of them, I'm doing pretty good.
yeah. Well, they sell them for more than that, don't they? I mean, I thought I'd
Yeah.
seen someplace where they sell them for like $4.95 or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I got 20 of them sold already. I just ain't had time to get on them.
Yeah, I gave your brother a couple of them here a few years ago, and this old lady, she wanted a purple one, I think it was, a pink one or something like that, and I made her a couple of them. Yeah.
Well, I put this on. Oh man, I can't remember, but I plugged it in, left it lay here. It lasted 2 days, nights, so that's a pretty good long time.
Yeah, if you're not fishing all night, you're like 4 or 5 hours, man. They'll last for days. I mean,
Yeah. Oh, Brandon. Yeah, just using 4 or 5 hours or all night.
Hey, Brandon.
The battery will charge back up a little bit.
yeah, that's what it seems like. Seems like if you just use them 4 or 5 hours, they last a lot longer. If you use them all night, the lower they get or something other, the faster they finish draining off the battery.
Yeah, if well, the batteries don't cost a whole lot, man. I mean, I can't remember what it was I get for them, but batteries ain't a whole lot.
I ordered some from China a few years ago. I got like 100 of them for like $12 or $13, something like that.
No, there's blood money. I don't know who that is. Somebody messing with me.
Right, Brian B.
I wouldn't doubt it. That's all right. He's
man.
mad because I have a video of him saying I'm the best rapper in the catfish community. I throw down on him down at.
Hey, Ashley.
Hello, Ashley. Appreciate you coming in. That might be, yeah, it could be the tax man. I mean, beating up on these homeless people up there. I mean, he's trying to make money and all, but you know how Brian is. He's kind of touchy.
Portsmouth is full of them now, man. Jeez. Every corner there's somebody. Sad.
Hey, squirrel.
What's the weather supposed to be up there?
I don't know. I'm hearing it's supposed to be nice, but I never got a chance to look at it. I just know once a certain day hits, I'm going where it rains, sleets, snows, or whatever.
I know the weather in Madison, when we're there, it's supposed to be really nice. One day's supposed to actually get to 90 degrees, so
What are you
supposed to be in
talking
the
about
80s
there?
and 90s.
Want to be? What are you talking about? Alligator eyes? Oh, okay. The ones I got ain't. I gotta find a way to clip them on other than using zip ties.
Hey, Avid.
Hey, old leg, I didn't see you come in, bud. I got neighbor's coon dog. Sound like he's got one.
Hey,
too.
hog leg.
Thank you, Melissa. Welcome in. Sis will kick butt on them. She'll have a ball swinging that hammer. You hear that, Carmel? Ooh.
Yep.
Backlash. Melissa.
Hey, Melissa. Backlash.
Yeah, I'm gonna mute for a second. Work on this real.
Well, there is Gold Lake.
Hey, Carmel. When are you going out fishing again?
Soon. Real soon. Our weather's supposed to be nice here the next week or so.
That's good.
Yeah,
Of course,
it's
our
nice
what?
when it doesn't work.
Of course, my brother told me you could barely see the top of the dam over the river today, so I
Wow.
guess that means I'm going to hunt me out a lake and fish it.
Yeah. Yeah, I know my the Sheboygan River here in Sheboygan where I fish during the week and stuff, it finally got back down to where it usually is. So
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to maybe run up to Hoover and take a couple of Eric's catfish out of there for him so he won't have so many to go after.
You got a boat?
Nope.
Well, then you ain't getting my catfish because you can't get
Oh,
them
yeah, I will.
to the bank.
Those catfish like coming to the bank to eat of a night, and everybody knows it. So,
oh yeah.
Where do you fish from the bank though?
just wherever I can find room most of the time. I'm not really picky up there. I haven't
Yeah.
fished it that much the last 8 or 10 years. So
I heard that the boardwalk was open again.
oh yeah,
Yeah, I heard
thought-
that the boardwalk was open again.
from what I heard, they wasn't going to open it back up. I mean, the way they was talking about how it had so much
But
damage
on my
from the floods and things.
On my Facebook group, somebody said it was open again,
Huh.
but you can't believe unless you see it with
Hey, Brian B.
my own eyes.
Yes, sometimes it's wishful thinking on their part, but
I would love for that boardwalk to be open, especially on the rainy days and stuff.
Yep.
Me and my brother used to go out there to the end of the boardwalk, and I'd bungee
What's up,
cord it,
Guerrero Bagre?
tarp over top of it, and we'd sit underneath the tarp. And our poles would. Let me tell you a story like old man Steve Adams would. All right, we were out there fishing one day on the pier, and you know how you have your rods leaning up against the pier. And we're sitting on the floor of the pier, and we're just sitting out there and chilling, and then Curtis's pole comes up, smacks him in the face, goes over the pier into the water. So I'm like, oh, I'm gonna, and we just bought this rod and reel, I don't know, a week before. So I was like, okay, I'll go back to I think we had a Jeep at the time. I went back to the Jeep to grab another rod and reel for him because he only had one other pole out there. We only had two out there at a time. And when I went back to the truck, he was taking my pole, my big one I had at the time. I think it was actually before I painted it. But he was throwing it out there, and he snagged that rod and reel and brung it back in.
Oh
I
yeah,
think
cool.
there's now. But that was so funny, the look on his face when that pole came up, smacked him in the face, and he went right in the water.
Yeah.
I was laughing my butt off.
I know the north end of Hoover used to be super protective early in the spring, right after ice out. Used to slay them up there. That, and anytime you had a really heavy rain and that water started rising, just seemed like they all congregated there.
Yeah,
There was times I've been up there where you couldn't keep two poles in the water.
it's all mud up there.
Yeah.
We sat there one day and we were just reeling them in left and right.
Yeah.
And it was channels, blues. I don't think we ever caught any flatheads up there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Flatheads-
I see that dirt on Eric's hat too.
What?
I really haven't fished up there much since they put the
You
blues
live up
in.
there.
Yeah, right, man.
No, I put it on for Uncle Lou. That's why I put it on.
Yeah, he said you see some dirt on your hat too.
Yeah, he hates Green Bay.
Well, so much for keeping the line. This pencil snapped on me at the end. The knot didn't come loose.
Oh man, Eric, you would love coming up here fishing. We would go fishing right there in Green Bay, man. Not far from Lambeau Field.
Yeah, one day I will make it up there. I know my other brother went up there a couple years ago and went on the Lambeau tour to the stadium. And he wants to call me on live and rub it in. I'm like, are you serious? I wouldn't do that to you.
Yes, you would.
Yeah, I would. I ain't gonna lie. See, Curtis,
So
I
what-
heard somebody on my Facebook page on my group that I'm in with Aaron said it was open this weekend, but they're probably out there on it illegally because they're not supposed to be out there. They got the gate and everything locked at the pier. But I love going out there. Oh, Blake, you're not allowed to call me that. You're the only person that's not allowed to call me that. What are you doing, Brian? He yelled it. He's got it all in capital letters.
What's up, Hog Leg? Man, I meant to make his show last night. I laid down, take a nap. I didn't wake up till this morning.
Too early for me. I gotta get up and go to work. So.
I'm all thrown off. I thought today was Sunday. I forgot I was on vacation.
That could have been worse. You could have went into work.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been worse. Going to work on your day off or when you're on a vacation.
Yeah, you go in on your day off like that, they'd be thinking about that raise, wondering if we should give it to you or not.
Yeah, I've come home and taken a nap and then been woken up about 7 o'clock and think I'm late for work. And I almost called my boss and realized it was 7 p.m., not 7 a.m.
We had one guy there when I worked on the dock. He just went in and went to sleep in the driver's lounge, got back up and started working again.
Yeah, you and me both, Brad. I think all of us would love to
Oh, yeah.
learn to do that.
That'd be awesome, man.
I'd do that every day, 7 days a week, 365. I wouldn't even need holiday pay. I'd do it on the holidays just for regular pay.
And maybe you just need to become YouTube famous then.
Yes, Melissa. You got that Georgia countrified voice.
You gotta be like the old days. You gotta get on that Saturday morning fishing program like Bill Dans and Roland Martin and them if you want to be fishing every day.
I don't know, Kayak Catfish. Justin, he quit his job and started doing YouTube full time. So
you can do that when you got over 1,000 subscribers. Get up there around the 1 mil mark or something like that.
Helps if you're in a place where there's a lot of fish too. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, you ain't getting that here.
Nope.
I mean, I ain't moving up there to Potomac fishing the aquarium.
Yeah.
But it won't be an aquarium for long.
Now, once them guys find out, they'll be up there netting everything they got.
Yep.
I wish I had a pay lake, but I wouldn't put no river fish in it. I would pay the money to put in the farm raised fish. Yeah, they cost more, but hey, it is what it is. Welcome in, Brian.
I ain't hating Jody.
I appreciate the words there, Brian, the other night. Thank
Brian, you will see come Father's Day weekend there, buddy.
Oh, Brian gonna whip you like his own son?
No, we're all in that boat bank tournament.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, you know what would be funny if Brian B gets pork chop as his bank angler. He'll be carrying that weight. I'll be laughing.
Oh, man. Yeah, I'll be hitting the Fox River for that tournament.
We'll probably be at Hoover because the signal's better up there.
yep.
But if I could, I'd go to the honey hole, but there's no service there.
I'll tell you, when Pork Chop won against Jody, what hurt him was the bank, kind of. If the man had a boat, then it would have been a little bit later.
It's pretty bad when you had all these people trying to help him, and he still went where he went and got beat by 2 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be right back.
But hey, he kept his word, kept his side of the book.
I mean, he did keep his word, but He could have beat Jody and put Jody in a dress. He could have been the second one to put her to shame. That would have been great. I like Jody and all, but
Okay.
she's a bully on YouTube. She's a nice lady in person, though.
She's not bullish. She just likes to instigate and get stuff started.
Yep. I think she gets it from Brian. Because Brian's good at that too. But it's all right. You crying about, Matt? That sounds like an excuse, Jody. What would have been funny is if Brad would have picked Pork Chop up and took him up there to that lake or wherever he was fishing in Abbott's tournament. That would have been real funny.
Oh, for Lake Erie.
Yeah, you got that 100% correct, Brad.
He's up
I
in
don't know what
Sandusky Bay, wasn't he?
No, that's not where Brad was fishing. In Abbott's tournament, Brad
Oh.
was where was that? It was some river I've never heard of.
Okay, wait a minute. Yeah, I'm thinking about the other one. Yeah, I kind of suggested to Pork Chop either run up Sandusky Bay or drive over to Hoover if he's going to fish against Jody. I mean,
Yeah.
There's some big catfish probably over in C.J. Brown, but there's not near the numbers to give you the
Yeah,
odds of
Brad
catching.
was fishing Sandusky.
Not in Abbott's channel catfish tournament, was he?
Yeah.
Was that Sandusky? I thought he was in some river. Him and his buddy.
He was fishing Sandusky Bay when he was going against in the final against Small Town.
I don't fish on Thursdays, Jody. I fish on Saturdays if I get a chance.
I don't even like to fish weekends anymore. They're so crowded. I mean, so many people out there and things.
Yeah. But I work during the week, so.
I don't leave you much choice, you know.
Yep. And then me working all the hours I've been working, I ain't been getting home till almost 6, 7 o'clock, and then I leave at 5:20 in the morning.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah. I know you've seen that one, Eric.
Yeah, I see it, but see, she won't take it because I'll put her in her shame because I'll say, "Why don't you fish from the bank, Jody?" That's how you beat Jody or Brian. You fish from the bank. Neither one of them can fish from the bank.
I don't know. I have to put a question mark on that. I've seen Brian do pretty good.
Yeah. I've seen Brian put some fish on the bank.
He's got a little sweet hole up here.
Yeah.
Oh, were you talking about when they go up to that hill thing? What do they call it? The mountain or something?
I don't know what it is, but he was up there fishing the bank one time and was doing pretty good.
Yeah, my boat's out back.
Yeah. Brian's he'll put numbers on the bank too, man. His one spot. That one spot he went to, he put some numbers on the bank.
Well, I'll never forget that night he was out there fishing, and the next thing you know, you got, I said, crackhead jumping in the water.
That was Little Boy Blue.
I don't know. That was funny. No, that's where Ernie and Chrissy fishes at the mud hole.
Well, you might call it a
Your
mud hole,
own
but
brother
I'll
said
throw
your butt's right in checks, your mouth can't cash. Or your butt's right in checks, you can't cash, Eric.
One of these days I'll be out there on the water with Jody, and she ain't gonna know I'm around. I'm gonna have some fun when she takes her nap.
I'm walking. He ain't scared of no Jody.
What them things them Marines wear? I jump on her boat with one of them on. She'd scare her to death. Look like Sigmund the Sea Monster when I get out of there.
Way behind.
She said something to you. Pop back. I'm scared. I can't help
Be like Danny Stone. Jody, we can always make a side bet on Father's Day weekend.
Yeah, but you ain't gonna bet her.
Scared of her.
She's got.
I'm not wearing a dress. I'm not making a bet where I'm wearing a dress or.
She's got those wild bets.
Lee Evans.
Yeah, Melissa. That'll be awesome to do. That was a good one Hogleg made for me.
Oh, Jody, I know why Eric won't do that. He lives in that town over there where you might get mugged. That's why he won't put no dress or makeup on. It's a sketchy place.
I thought that was normal over there, Eric.
Huh?
Ernie said that was sketchy. I thought that was just kind of normal for Lancaster.
Well, it depends on what part of town you're in where it's normal or not.
Oh, is that it?
I think it's East Lancaster.
I've worked all over in Lancaster. I thought I seen Curtis over at the birdcage once. I wasn't sure, but it looked like him.
I don't know. You better stay off South High Street though, Ernie. They got a bar down there that you drive by, it'd blow your mind. You'd be wanting to stop and go in, man.
Heard that. I used
But
to
you
work.
you don't want to stop.
I worked for a guy that owns 90 some units back in early 2000s, I think it was. Matter of fact, it was
Lance, there's
late
the other
90s.
members.
and he owned the orange carpet and bought the bird cage. And he called me and a buddy of mine up. Says, "What are you doing? I need you over there bright and early." He said, "Well,
Oh
I bought
man,
the
that's
bird
nice,
cage
Eric.
and the floor caved in."
The black light that's on the boat, the strip.
That looks
Shine
good.
on. Yep, you'll be able to see it. I don't know what we're doing Saturday because we got family we ain't seen in. I don't know how long it's been since I ain't seen Mikey. So we're gonna go see him. Plus, one green one glows in the dark. I don't know if you can see it.
Man, all you gotta do is take them fishing too.
Yeah, but he's a big boy. He's like 7'3", probably about, I don't
Gee.
know, 400 pounds or something.
Well, I'm sure the Bank of Hoover will hold up to him.
Yeah.
Just don't put him in the boat.
Yeah, it's only a little boat.
You was talking about clear coating him earlier, Eric. You know, if you
Yeah,
get
I
some
did.
epoxy clear coat, it would work a lot better.
Yeah, I did clear coat them ones because the last time I painted them and I put them out here and it rained and now all that paint don't stick.
Yeah.
So I clear coated them just like I clear coated my rod.
Hello, Mr. Kitty Whiskers.
Carmel, did you see my rod that I painted?
Yeah. Yeah, let's look at it. Look good, man. Stands
Yeah.
out real good.
Yeah. Stands out better when it's dark. Back in a minute.
Eric, Jody wants to know, you accept the bet? He's muted. Eric. Eric said he's scared of her. Yeah, Buck, it's pretty flooded over here where we're at.
I just hope this wind dies down. It's been windy all day today.
It ain't been too bad over here yet.
Okay. Yeah, I'm working on 3 more rod holders too. So Audra has her own rod holders like mine.
Yeah, I should have worked on mine. I was going to take the bed rail and cut it down, put a point on the end of it, and weld them rod holders I got into the corner of it to where I could drive them in the ground.
Mm-mm. Yeah, I'm thinking
Go ahead.
I'm gonna repaint my rod holders too. They're black right now, but I'm gonna pull them out the car and put some primer on them, and I'm gonna paint them all red.
Eric, Uncle Lou wanted you to show them rods again.
All right, hold on. Then I gotta respond to Jody talking all her crap.
He's scared.
I ain't scared of her.
I hear you, Curtis.
You shut up in there, Curtis. I ain't scared of her.
You got on. Everybody get on.
Shut the door, dude.
Everybody picking on Eric.
Curtis starts it all the time.
Yeah, I know he loves to do that. He'll do it even when Eric ain't around.
Yeah.
He does it in Hog Lake Channel at night sometimes.
Then Eric don't even know what's going on when somebody says something.
Curtis calls this my Rainbow Warrior rod. That's the only one I'm painting. There's the other rod holder. I don't know if Uncle Lou wanted to see it. Paint it. Thanks, Uncle Lou.
Yeah, you did do a good job on them rod holders.
Yeah.
Dog's over here flipping out over his spool spinning in the floor.
No, it's that yellow. The yellow just, it takes a lot to cover that yellow. But this is the paint. Black light paint. Coming all different colors. The only one that don't really show is the purple. The purple really don't show that good. pink looks orange. It don't have red.
Hey, did you see what Uncle Luke said? He said those look good. Can he send you a bunch of them to do up?
And then yeah, the glow in the dark paints. These are what I did. The ones out there and that you seen out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I painted them. I did the black light paint, and then I did a coat of this. And then I did another black light paint, so they glow in the dark too.
Yeah, Brad's got a good point. Use a white base paint under the purple. That'll help it pop.
Yeah, I got a white tiger rod. I'm gonna do that too. I was actually thinking about buying quite a few of the white tiger rods and getting more of that paint and doing quite a few of them. Now she's picking on Ernie.
Uh-oh. I got a question. Whatever happened to that tournament, little 2 versus 2 that was going to happen with Ernie and John Uller against the bosses? It just all of a sudden went kind of quiet about that happening.
Yeah, I don't know.
Ernie?
Well, she ended up catching a double upper respiratory infection, and it kind of shut things down for a while.
So it's just been postponed. Is that what you're saying?
She had a bronchitis and a viral respiratory. That's what it was. I was being corrected.
Oh, nice, Buck. You're going to get
Yeah,
out
it's been
tomorrow, huh?
postponed. Hogleg said what? No, I don't know, but I'm putting real on the line. Or
What are we
line
betting?
on real.
What are we betting, Jody?
I would go get me a hog leg treat, but I don't want to get into them pork rinds. They taste better grounded up in egg and put on fish.
Night, Melissa.
Melissa, if you need help changing your oil, I'll walk you through it, girl. All right, hog leg.
I don't think so, Brad.
You better get out there and get that oil changed before you have to go up there this weekend.
Oh, God. Jody's a trip.
I'm not
Yeah.
doing it.
You should get a shirts made up there, Jody, just for that one. Scratch the $100, just make him go get a shirt. And wear it on a live. Eric's getting Daisy Dukes, going up against Jody. And he has to pay $100 if he loses.
Is he gonna wear a coconut bra with the baby?
I don't think he's going to go with the coconut bra, but I would have him get a shirt that said I was just spanked by Jody. Then that wouldn't go too well over in that town either, because there's some guys over there, I guess, named Jody.
I don't know why she's making these crazy. I'm gonna do something like that. She's nuts.
Well, she's having visions. Okay.
Visions that ain't gonna happen. What's she gonna do when she loses?
Well,
I'm
that's
beginning
your
to wonder if maybe she's got some strange fantasies with all these bets she comes up with.
Yeah.
The
She's
guys
been
in
watching.
dresses and makeup and stuff.
I think she's been going on some of these bot sites and getting ideals.
I think she got a study for seeing men in drag. I don't care.
I don't know if
girl.
I can make a 10-hour trip.
Girl,
Tell her and just make a 10-hour trip and just make,
wannabe, I know.
make it up there to that aquarium. Take my boat with me. I could be out there like Chunky.
Hurry up, woman. Get that chair sewed. Ain't got all day. You don't do it, I'll have to put Jody on the job.
Oh. Ernie's not going to be able to go to Mendota if he keeps talking
There,
like
go,
that.
David.
Well, it just sounded good, didn't it?
Ah, Jody.
Oh, I thought she said squids and glitter. Eric, if you do end up wearing them, I'm sure Brian B can drum you up some business up that way and send it down to you. Or you can go up and make a one-time appearance up there in D.C.
She keeps coming up with these outlandish bets.
I know.
Pick the park and get all the business. No, I'm not going to J Dog's territory. I'm not going down there. That's J Dog's turf. Mine there.
Miss Jody wants you to dress up like the homecoming queen.
Happening either. I don't understand why she wants to come up with these outlandish bets.
Maybe that's just part of putting the fear into people fishing against her.
Abbott, why do you keep talking to my brother? I'm saying his name. True. There. He said hi to you. Uncle Lou, you're so mean too. And just think, I was thinking about it. Pink rod holders for you.
Might be a big seller down there in Lancaster, a rainbow rod. Yeah, you can go walk the catwalk over here. Eric got you get dressed up like that with your rod.
No, I'm good. I'm not walking down. No, ain't happening.
There's my buddy, Mr. Duggar. Welcome in, buddy.
Greetings, Duggar.
World's famous alien.
Yeah, Jody, why don't you hit the button and come up here?
Yeah, Mr. Duggar, come up too. That's one guy I'm going to go fish with one of these days.
I wonder if I flatten it out and set up on the side if I'd be able to work it.
Maybe. It's okay. Lay down, girl. She ain't beating nobody up.
Ain't doing no prep rally either.
Welcome in, Chucky Morgan.
Jody, put your cheese back on your cracker.
Everybody straighten up.
Why?
Cause I'm here, fella.
That's right.
Oh,
What's up, my bubs?
what's up, buddy?
What's up, Duggar?
Heard my name
Mr.
mentioned. I
Duggar.
better come see what the hell is going on up in this cat house. What's going on? Ernie, what you doing, man?
Yeah.
You leading all these people astray? What's going on? You know how it is downtown there. Be proud.
Build this reel, strip this reel, build it up,
Right
get
on.
ready.
Right on. Man, I went and got me a new chair for my pewter to sit here at the desk, man. Them other ones were killing me. I thought, well, I'm about as stupid as they come. I better go get me a real chair. So I'm doing better. Hi, everybody in chat that I didn't say howdy to. I'm glad y'all see y'all all sniffing air tonight. Where's everybody at? Ain't nobody fishing today?
Reading Catfish Weekly and Mark ain't got their shows. The wind was real bad and they couldn't go live.
Boy, I tell you what, the wind's been bad here too, and it sucks because we got fires everywhere in New Mexico.
That sucks.
I mean, there's some serious fires going on. And Abbott, you don't scare me a little bit. You just wait. You wind your ass up in an interstellar zoo yet.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I seen he actually caught a catfish today. I'm so proud of him. I like old Abbott. I don't care what anybody says about him. I like him.
Yeah, man, last night he was tearing up some catfish.
He was on 'em.
Yeah, that's my boy. He's putting the wood to him, man. I'm so happy you catching him some fish. He's so much happier when he catches fish.
Ain't we all?
Yeah.
You doing good, Chunky?
No zoo can hold him.
What kind of chair did you get, Duggar? One of them,
I don't know, man. I went over there to Office Depot, and they had them in there ranging anywhere from 150 to 400, 500 bucks. I bought one in the mid. I bought about a $200 chair, and they're trying to give me one in a box, and I said, no, I want that one that's already put together. But I asked him, I said, well, you got somebody to put it together? He said, oh, we charge $15 for that. I said, okay. I said, I'll take this floor model here. And she goes, no, I can't sell the floor model, you know. And I said, well, I'll just give you the extra $15 and you'll sell me this one, won't you? She said, well, yeah, I guess I will. So I bought that one. It was already put together. I didn't have to jack with it.
Yeah, that $15 went in their pocket.
Yeah, I didn't care. You know, it throwed it in the back of the car and home I came with it, man. I tell you what, that chair I was sitting in was just made me miserable, man. It was discombobulating my whole body.
Yeah, I need to.
That's right. I want to see him get out of a glass box.
I got the hang of it. It's just awkward to try to.
We'll just shoot him bananas every once in a while through a tube.
Pretty good, Chucky.
And cold beers. We'll send him a cold beer every once in a while.
It's just kind of awkward.
Well, it's nice. Them decent fish. Does anybody on this catfish community actually eat catfish?
I do.
I sure do.
I don't ever see nobody hardly ever keep one. I seen Josh eat one.
I don't eat fish at all, so.
I do. I love fish.
Oh yeah, I gotta have fish.
Come on, Eric. She's got things to do.
Yeah, I wouldn't put Abbott in a zoo.
Outlandish bet she wants to make. Wearing no dress.
Brad said something about a Mr. Clean thing. You know.
Oh, yeah.
But Buck. That's funny.
I don't understand how
I bet, man, I'd like to have me a big old mess of fresh fish. If I ever get settled, I'm gonna go catch me some walleye too, man. So they put them yellow perch here too, them big yellow perch. I love them, and I love them things. It's good eating.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, them yellow perch are some good eating.
And we get some good 1.5 pound, 2 pounders, man. They big ass fish, man. Nobody was fishing for them because they didn't know they were in there.
Well, if me or Lance does any good up there, like I said, we got that griddle. We'll fry some up there in Mendoza.
Yeah. Man, Manu, baby, what's happening?
I'm hoping this weekend put this to work.
I'm scared of Jody.
Fillet knife.
That'll work.
I'm not sorry for not saying I'm not scared of Jody.
I keep fish up to 10 pounds.
Eric,
Anything over 10,
if you had any sense, you'd be scared of her. Be afraid, bro. Come on, really. I tried to warn the last 3 people. I tried to warn.
She's really on YouTube, but she's a nice lady in person.
And she's a
Yeah,
snake.
that's the truth.
She's a beauty. I love Jody, but she wants to put every man in her dress, and it ain't happening.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's see.
Dress for makeup.
Who all has fallen to her? You know, stop and think about the fishermen that have fallen to her, that have to wear dress and wigs and lippy stick and all that kind of stuff. I find it hilarious.
Well, there's Abbott, Kelly, Pork Chop. Welcome in, Annette Morgan.
Hey, Annette.
For 2 hours, Chucky.
Lee. Hey, Chucky. That's good.
3 hours, 2 nice fish. That ain't bad. Be sitting on the couch for sure.
Yeah, even though they're having that fish fry up here, I'd still do it up there at the motel in the parking lot.
Yeah. Well, that's what Carmel looks like. How you doing, Carmel?
I'm doing good, Mr. Duggar. How are you?
First time I ever seen your mug, man. What's happens?
Hey.
Lance done went all fuzzy again and got rid of that clean boy look.
He looks strange with that clean look.
He does. Now we got our Lance back again.
Yeah.
Didn't take you long to fuzz up either, did it?
Nope. Man, that's the funny thing. Growing up in Hawaii, no facial hair. As soon as I moved to Texas, it got cold. Man, the beard came out.
Yep.
Yeah, he never felt no cold weather till he hit. It'll bury you up, man. I'll tell you what, I got more whiskers now than what I had when I was young, man. I lived in South Texas. It's pretty warm there. I moved to Mexico, man. I looked out my window one day and I couldn't see a Ford Mustang that was supposed to be in the yard in there because it was under snow. So I was like,
Brad.
I got to get my ass out of this state sooner or later.
Man, I always say I want to move out of Wisconsin, but really the fishing is good up here.
Yes, it is.
I mean, I'm 2 minutes from Lake Michigan where I can go catch me some king salmon.
Oh, I love that.
And some burbot and coho salmon. Then I just go whatever way I can catch catfish.
Yeah.
and panfish.
I want to get where I can get me some saltwater fish. So I'm spoiled. I've fished real fish before. You know, I mean, I love fishing for big catfish. Don't get me wrong.
Oh,
But-
saltwater is.
But I'm a saltwater. I love saltwater fisherman, and I love catching big redfish, tuna. I don't care if I ever catch another bluefin or a big yellowfin. But them things are pure work.
Welcome
But,
in, Woody.
Man,
I
them
like-
yellowfin are fun to catch.
Yeah, man, they work. You catch one with about 200 pounds, it'll take all the fun right out of it about 10, 15 minutes into that fight. But when you get one up, it's a sense of accomplishment because it's like catching a Cadillac going the other way.
We used to play around. We'd go out trolling in Hawaii for yellowfin. We'd take a little Mickey Mouse pole with 10-pound test, put a lure on there, and just troll it right behind the boat with all our main lines all the way back. We'd catch the little, anywhere from 2 to 5 pound yellowfin. Feel like they're 20, 30 pounds on that 10-pound test.
Yeah, we got. I catch a lot. I used to catch a lot of blackfin off of Texas coast.
Yeah.
And going toward Louisiana, go out a little further, I catch a lot of yellowfin. I've actually caught a nice bluefin right off of Florida, but most of my bluefin I caught off North Carolina and Georgia coast.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but I did catch one off Florida coast, and it was a pretty big one. It was probably about a 700, 800 pound fish. I can't remember.
You ever catch any wahoo?
Bunch of them.
Yeah, they fight good too.
They fight good, and they're good eating.
Yeah.
They're good sashimi fish. I love them
Yep.
things. And they'll fry up good too. But, you know, any way you cook a walleye, that's sucker good. I mean, wahoo. We call them hoos.
Yep.
You know, but
I thought he said Yahoo. I was going to say I shot at a couple of them one
I
time.
shot at a couple yahoos. I think I actually shot a couple yahoos. Didn't shoot at them. I hit what I shoot at, but yeah, I like catching fish, man. I mean, I just like to eat fish.
Yeah.
If I had to choose between chicken and fish, I'd never eat another piece of chicken. I'd eat I'd eat fish with chicken.
Man, another fun fish to catch in the ocean is the mahi-mahi on light tackle.
Yeah, they're fun. They're fun. Dolphin, they're fun, man. They lose their mind sometimes.
Oh yeah.
I like to dive one time catching one of them things. I'm not kidding you. I was sitting on the back of a boat. We was tending a oil rig offshore, and we traded some steaks for some bait from this longliner that was out there. He would run out of grocery. We traded him a few groceries for some big old squid about that long. They had fished guys that were up earlier than me. They fished on the bottom all day, hadn't caught another one. I just put one out there without any weight or anything, just a double hook kingfish rig, and just slid it out in the bag. And I was watching it, and I just bought this pole. Just bought it. That was the first trip out. Hadn't even caught a fish on it. That was the first fish I actually hooked on that big pole. I was sitting there and we was reading a book called The Stand by Stephen King. And we'd tear the book, you know, after you read about that part, we'd tear the book and hand it to the other guy so he could start reading it. Well, I was back here on back reading, you know. And all of a sudden I got that pole went down and went, whew, took off. And I didn't even think about it, bro. I said, my rod, and I jumped out. And as soon as I hit the water and I come up, I was right there at the pole and I grabbed it. I knew I had made a mistake because that current was ripping. It was ripping straight towards the oil rig. So I said, if I can't make it to the boat, I'll float back over to the rig. But I did. I made it to the boat, and boy, I barely made it. I had to rest on the tires before I could crawl up on the boat, and I'd kick that thing in neutral. And I got lucky. The fish actually swam back towards me, and I took up the line, and I caught it, and it was a 46-inch dolphin, big old monster bull.
Wow.
And, but I almost died catching them some gun. But I've caught a million of them things. I love them. That's a good eating fish right there.
Them on light tackle, Yeah.
They're a hoot too. Yeah, they are a hoot.
Oh yeah, because they jump and everything, man.
I like fishing for them with top water plugs. That's fun
Yeah.
too.
Uncle Lee. I put Uncle Lee was talking.
Yeah, about a 500-pound bluefin is the perfect eating tuna, I think. Abbott said, he said, young. That's about that size. That's about the perfect size bluefin. Little ones don't quite have the fat and the flavor. But
Yeah.
you get a fat little blue one. They're tasty. And I tell you what, this pandemic sure dropped the prices on them, boy. They were getting $18, $20 a pound, boy, and all of a sudden they lucky to get 10.
Mm-hmm. Well, it goes all, you know, it goes all by that fat content too. You know?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but even a good fish bring 12, you know, when that good
Yeah.
fish would have brought 22, 25 bucks 2
Right.
years ago. I don't know, man. It's hard to see something. I'll be right back. Well, who's going fishing?
Not me yet.
Carmel, you been fishing lately?
Oh, our weather's been nasty.
Has it windy, rainy?
Windy, rainy, cold.
Steven
Finally starting
Sheets.
to warm up a little bit.
No.
Welcome in. How you doing, Steven Sheets? Welcome in, Bubs.
If I can get my car fixed tomorrow, if the part shows up, it ain't gonna take long to fix. I only got one brake left to do. Once I get that fixed, I'll hopefully be out tomorrow afternoon.
Well, you gonna burbot fish or what?
Nah, we're gonna go pan fishing.
Shit, that's not
I
bad.
gotta try and catch some bluegill, man, for a little bit more bait for Mendota.
I always cut the fillets off them bluegills and just use the head and the bodies, you know.
Yeah.
You know, but we had pretty big ones, man. So, but you know, do you have any yellow cat where you live there? Flathead?
Huh?
Do you have any flathead where you're at?
Oh yeah, Wisconsin's got. That's all we got is flatheads and flathead and channel.
Yeah. Our only place I actually caught one little buttercat up here by where I live. Most of them are down south where Chris Flores fishes. You know, down that muddy river down there, Elephant Butte and stuff. I've caught one little one in it, and I never gave it much thought because I really didn't fish for catfish other than channel cats in the lakes around here. This one came out of the river, so.
I'll tell you how big of an apex predator a flathead is, man. On Facebook, in one of the catfishing groups I'm in, Wisconsin catfishing group, this guy, he went out on the river, and right there in his spot, there was a flathead with a sturgeon in its mouth.
I believe it.
They were both killed because that dang sturgeon was way bigger than that flathead was, but he fit a good portion of that sturgeon in his mouth. Ended up dying.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, they're here in Wisconsin. They're the top predator in our waterways, man.
I believe it, bro. You know, that's why you always hear you got people that swear by live bait for yellowfin, you know, for flathead only, you know, but they'll eat cut bait, but they do like a live bullhead or a perch.
Yeah.
They'll eat deer flowing down the Muskingum River too.
They'll eat anything. They're catfish. They're opportunists. Yep. And they're predator, but don't think they don't swim around and chase bait.
They are great ambush predators.
Welcome in, Steve.
Yeah, I'm hoping to hook into some nice flathead this year. I've never caught one, man. I've hooked into them and lost them, but
I caught where I was raised. We had. I was
Not
lucky
yet,
to be
Evan.
raised around two rivers that were just full of great big ones. And that's what got me into catching big catfish. I was a commercial catfisherman, and I'd put out a trout line or my traps, and then I'd always wait a couple hours and then go check my lines or my traps to see if I'm catching fish. If not, then I had to move them, you know. But I'd take a pole with me and I'd put a big old fish on it and I'd go throw it where I think a big old flathead would be. And after catching one over 50 pounds, I was done killing them because I was killing everything because I was a commercial fisherman.
Yeah.
I quit killing them because it was so much fun catching them son of a guns on a rod. You know, the tug became the drug, so to speak, and I spent more time. I was like Epic. I got obsessed with them, and I didn't want to just. I quit throwing little bitty baits. I'd throw nothing but donkey baits, big old live baits, and big gizzard shad. And I'm talking, if it wasn't as big as my hand, I wasn't throwing it. Big mullet. I used mullet a lot down there because it was a tidal river, you know.
Right.
And we'd catch some monsters. My best is probably a little over 80 pounds, and I've caught several over 70, but I've caught a bunch, and I mean a bunch over 50. And what we had down there also was in big alligator gars. My best was about 175 pounds.
Oh, nice.
So I mean, I've caught some monster fish in my life, and that's what I was doing with. I was obsessed with catching fish as a young man, and I fished every way you can imagine. I fished for them, and I transed over to saltwater with shrimp in it, long lining, and and going out and using a hydraulic winch to catch snapper and grouper and stuff like that. And then I got out with the long liners. They put out 10, 15 miles of this giant trout line for big-eyed tuna and swordfish. That was one of the hardest jobs I ever had, but it was one of the funnest jobs I ever had. But I'm gonna tell you, a lot of people don't understand it. You can take a lot of your saltwater tactics and use them for freshwater tactics, and take your freshwater tactics and transfer them over to saltwater tactics. Like you wouldn't believe it, but you can catch a redfish on a spinnerbait. Yeah, they love them. So I mean, and of course you can catch them on silver spoon and gold spoon. When I was a kid, that's all I ever threw was silver spoons and gold spoons.
I knew this guy that would use. He made his own spinner baits. They were huge, and he would go after bull reds with them.
Yeah. Yep. Let's see. Here it is. Yeah, I remember the first time I caught. I was catching these little largemouth. Was waiting to load a barge. And I just I had a little 33 Zepco, of course, and I was throwing a little spinner bait, and I hooked a big old redfish with that sucker, dude. And after that, I just kept trying to use them in my redfish spots, and I tore them up. I learned, when everybody started putting trailers on their spinner baits, they'd use them pork rinds.
Yep.
I started putting worms on them before a lot of people ever did, plastic worms, and I just started killing them, and so I don't know. Matt want to catch him barracuda. Whew, them things stink.
They're good eating though.
Yeah, they are, but you got to be careful especially if you're down the lower Keys and stuff toward the Bahamas. They got that tricholitis or whatever that stuff in them. You got to be careful; they'll poison the shit out of you. But most people ain't. The smaller ones you don't have too much to worry about. It's the bigger ones you really don't want to use.
I know a lot of my brother-in-law and stuff. When I was younger, he would go diving, and all his masks, he would take a black Sharpie and my grandpa too. He said he used to get the black Sharpie and color that all black, all that silver on the mask, They'd color that black because barracudas
It would
don't
hit it.
break that mask.
That flash gets them.
Yep. They think
You
it's a bait fish and they just go at it
Man, I've
full
caught tons,
speed, man.
I've caught tons of them things off of reefs and around the offshore oil rigs. They got to get there and hang out with that.
Yeah.
But, down in the Keys, we used to catch them all the time. Big, trying to fish for permit and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's some dangerous fish right there.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I'm not much of a fan for the way a barracuda smells to begin with, but some people like the way they taste. But I don't want to get poisoned for eating a fish. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
Right.
I always laid off of them things. I
They
have
are,
ate them.
they're actually really good eating though.
I have ate them. I have ate them.
Yeah.
But I never was a big fan of them. Especially when they got stuff like yellowtail swimming around out there and
Right.
mutton snapper. Oh, I love them. Big old mutton snapper, man.
Good old speckled trout.
Love
Flounder.
speckle trap. Flounder's probably my favorite.
Oh yeah. Flounder, man. Once I learned how to catch them, just a little just a hook with a little
Mud minnow.
I'd use curly tails.
Yeah, curly tail worked good. But I always had mud minnow traps out there. There ain't nothing better than mud minnow for a flounder.
Yeah.
We always gigged them though. We had boats with lights. We'd go along the beach and stick them.
Right.
I did that. I did. You were only allowed 10, but as a commercial fisherman, I could get all I wanted.
Yeah.
When the flounder run come through, that's when I made some big bucks, man.
Yeah, man. I'd catch them and bring them home. That's my mom's favorite fish right there. So she was happy when I had flounder.
Yeah, I like stuffing them with crab meat and shrimp and a blaze sauce.
You got to try stuffing a fish with smoked sausage, green onion, and mayonnaise and stuff. Mix that all together, stuff that in the cavity of a fish, and throw it on the grill.
I never had no stuffed fish with sausage, but couldn't be bad.
Oh no, it's really good.
That's another thing I miss is my blue crab down in Texas. I miss them big blue crab, man. I love them things. I don't mind these them crab.
That was my bait down in Galveston.
Oh man, that's a good redfish drum bait. Any kind of fish, sheephead.
Yep.
But that is probably the most underrated fish ever is the sheephead. That's one of the best eating fish in the water.
Yeah.
Period. And but man,
see, a lot of people don't know, don't realize the freshwater drum, the sheephead is a relative to the redfish. So
yep, he's a drum.
They're good eating once they hit after a certain size, though. I'll eat them up to like 7 pounds.
Yeah, that's good eating fish, man.
That's how we do that.
What's Dom X Kano?
I gotta get my leaders all untangled and have some extra leaders with me.
Fish tier list. What is this fish tier list you speak of, sir?
I have no clue.
I don't either.
About how they taste or how they fight or how easy they are to catch, where they bite, what's going on? LeVar Ball, how you doing, buddy? I ain't never seen you
I don't
before.
know either, but at least Abbott on the ball.
Abbott's got them.
I'm good.
Minecraft Beans. Another one. Ernie, how you feeling, bubs? You feeling
I'm
okay?
hanging in there.
Right on, right on.
I got out, mowed the yard twice the other day, and did some running today.
Really?
I don't know who them two is.
They don't got to be spared. Maybe they're just asking. You're curious. Not everybody's a spammer.
Right.
I don't know
who
what
it is.
I don't know what no Domex Kano is, so I don't know. I wasn't meaning to come up here and jabber so
Oh,
much.
okay, Albert.
I just come up here to say hi to my buddy Ernie, man. He said wish Duggar would come up here, so I did.
Oh, always good to have you, Doug.
I was listening. I'm waiting for you to come on the invasion, man. I'm gonna pop up with a couple of invasions. Everybody goes, "When are you putting out a new invasion?" I said, "That's the whole purpose of the invasion. You never know when it's coming."
That's right.
And
Exactly.
it wouldn't be my show if it was, if I had a certain day where I had to put an invasion out.
Welcome in, Johnny Small Pepper.
How you doing, Johnny?
See what you're doing?
That's a good cat right there, old Johnny. I like Johnny.
Yep.
Uh-oh, there's trouble. What are you doing, you little girl?
I kind of do have
I
it,
miss
but
Ashley.
I'm not for sure.
Miss Chrissy.
Hi, Ashley.
Well, who was calling Ernie a leg humper the other day? I laughed so hard, bro. I am not shitting you. I teared up. I was laughing so hard. Ernie didn't back. Ernie didn't back down a bit either, man. He said, "Oh yeah, how do you think I got her?"
She's over dying right now.
Huh?
You don't hear her in the background?
Is that who
This
that
is what
was?
started.
She's over there laying on the table.
I want to see what you're doing.
She's sewing my chair.
I want to see,
She
I want to
she
see
does
her stitch work. How about that?
do what?
I said I want to see her stitch work.
Yeah. Oh, she can sew. She can cook.
Well, I know she can cook. All I gotta do is look at you. You can tell.
Hell
Well,
yeah.
I've been cooking since last
You
year.
know what? The biggest part is she puts up with you. I had me one of them too, and I didn't think I'd ever find somebody to put up with my old, but she did. She loved her some Fat Man too. I sure miss her, man. But that's why I've been talking to everybody on these chats, man. Y'all give me somebody to jabber to, and I appreciate it. I really do.
That's why we're here, man.
And when Barb went down, man, the people of the catfish community just humbled me, man. Just y'all got me through it. Y'all really did. She was in the hospital for over a month, bro. And I was here by myself. I didn't have any allies, but I had way more than I ever thought. When they stopped full tournaments and a bunch of grown people bow their heads.
Is that why Ernie
Prayed
shot
for my-
that back because
prayed
he's
for my
humping your
bar.
leg all the time?
Yeah. Set it on towel. Fold it. That way it don't burn it.
That's how the humping begins, when they start touching that leg.
Hey, if you don't like leg, then we can't be friends.
That's it. That's it.
Because my gate's not broke, brother.
That's it. That leg leads to all possibilities.
That's right.
Hugs
It's
back
just
at
like
you, Miss
fishing.
Ashley.
I better not say that. I'll be good.
Thank you, Chrissy.
Mr. Duggar, anytime you're this way or want to come this way, just let me know.
I'm not surprised, y'all. I get a new base set down, man. I'm definitely going to do me a walkabout for Stuart. The boys from down under always talk about doing. I'm going to do a drive about. I'm going to find me a nice new truck and put me a boat behind that sucker and forget where I live. I'm just going to have to get me a traveling cage for my parakeet and my fish. You're going to get them a travel tank. I got an old armored catfish I've had since he was about that big. He weighs about 2.5 pounds now. And I got a jillion fantail guppies. I just gave away about 300. You can't even tell I took some out of the damn tank.
Man, those guppies, they breathe like crazy. They spawn like crazy.
Yes, they do. I got some beautiful guppies too. I got big fantails, and they just
Oh yeah,
all different
Oh
kinds.
yeah, them things breed like crazy.
fantails and the dragon tails.
Yeah, I got multicolored tails, and I had a few friends that had guppies, and I'd get a couple of their males and or a couple of their females, and I just kept fresh blood mixing them up.
Yep.
And I got one we called the scooter guppy because it come from Albuquerque in the bag of my motorcycle. So they're all called scooters. And
Man,
they got this
well,
beautiful orange tail with a black streak and a white streak. It's cool.
Wow.
I used to have I taught my daughters how to set up a tank, an aquarium. They cycled their own aquarium. They did everything. I just told them how to do it. They were young too at the time. And I had my own 40-gallon breeder. I had African cichlids in there.
Oh man,
Hey, fish.
I've had some cichlids. They're mean little fish.
Yeah. Oh, I had the meanest ones you could get. I had the Mbunas. Those little suckers, man, they were mean.
I had some Oscars that would take off part of your finger trying to feed them.
Yeah, Oscars are bad.
Yeah, I love them
When
fish.
you jumped out of the tank in the middle of the night, I didn't know what it was, flopping around on the floor.
I had an Oscar. We hand fed it. A kid stick his hand in the tank, he'd lay over outside and drop down to the bottom like he was dead.
Back in the day when I was married.
We had 6
Yeah.
plants in there. When he wanted it changed, he would pull up 2 plants. You switch them, you're all right. A couple days later, he'd pull up 2 different ones. You switch them, he's all right.
Yeah.
You ever use any Java moss?
Nah.
Nope.
I got some stuff we get from Chewy. That my wife was all about taking care of the aquarium. I've had to take over since then, but I got her system down, and it keeps that aquarium looking so pretty.
Mr. Duggar, I got your address. I think she still got it. I'll ball you up some of it and send it to you. And put it in something that way you can check it out, see if you want to use it. It's great for babies.
Really? Oh, you talking about for nestings?
Yeah, no,
Dude.
you just throw it in. Golf ball size. This is like $13 several years ago at Petland. But you
Gives
go
them
in, it's like a bunch of hair.
It gives them a place to hide.
Yep, the babies go in there.
I don't want them to be able to hide. I want somebody to eat a few of them. You know, I ain't kidding you, bro. When you have 4 or 5 guppies explode, they have 50 or 60 apiece.
Oh yeah.
You get 4 of having 50, 60 apiece. That's 200 fish in your tank. Right now,
Yep.
I got a bunch of little bitty parts, but I also got some coming up. I literally scooped up about 300 the other day,
Well,
and I had them in a gallon Ziploc, and I took them over to a pet store. And go, oh no, we can't take those. We have to get them from a vendor. Are you stupid, lady? I'm giving you free fish, and you want to pay for it? Okay. Well, I went to check my mailbox, and this lady come walking by me, and I go, "Hey, lady," I said, "You want some fish?" And she come over. She goes, "Well, oh, they're pretty." She goes, "I have a tank." I said, "Well, here, take them." So now she's got a tank full of guppies, man. I am not kidding you.
You get overpopulated, you let me know. I'll pay the shipping.
You can have as many as you want. I got a jillion of them.
Yeah, I got a few over here in this 55. I got a bunch of koi cats. I bought them and throw them in there to help keep the tank clean. Shoot, I bet I got probably 3 pair of them in there. I put water in it yesterday. Tomorrow or the next day, I should have eggs all over the glass.
Yeah, I'm sad. My crawfish died about 3 days ago. He's about 3 years old too. I caught him when he was about that big out of a little lake where we fish. I was fishing for minnows and with a trap. And I caught the little bitty crawfish. Well, I come in and I throwed him in the tank, and there's a couple of them, and one of them made it, but I didn't know he had made it. And I was sitting there one day, and we got this little stone guy in there, that little statue. It was laying over on the side, and I seen a rock come flipping. What the hell's that? Well, now he was about that big. He got to be a big crawfish too, but I couldn't believe he had survived because he'd been in there a couple months, 2 or 3 months, and I hadn't seen him. But he was hiding from my armored catfish, my Picasso. He was hiding his ass.
Bad cat.
Oh, he don't play, bro. I mean, I tell you what, that's one thing about having guppies with a big Picosmus. He keeps them clean. They as fast as they die, he sucks them up.
Yep. You
Yeah.
ever feed it zucchini?
Yes, I do. A
That
lot of
makes
people
it
don't
real
know
good.
that. Yeah,
Zucchini is good for them.
yeah.
Yep.
Well, they like it. He keeps that. If you don't let your tank go green for them every once in a while, that's like a vegetable for them. That algae.
Yeah.
And so Barb
You
always.
just gotta watch so you don't get the brown algae or black algae.
Yeah, the green. As long as it's green, it's good.
Yep.
But yeah, Barb was a. I mean, if you seen my aquarium, you'd go, damn, that's a clear aquarium. My old lady had it down pat, and we got backups to backups because we've had nothing scarier than a pump going down. You know what I mean? So we got backups to backups.
Yep. Exactly.
I'm gonna go off, so I'm gonna smoke a cigarette. I'm still here though.
Yeah, I've got 275 or 100s out here on the porch. I got 255s in the garage for a bait tank. Got another 55 I use for baby chicks, couple 30s, couple 20s, and a 55 in the living room, and a few 10s.
Yeah, that's what mine is. I believe mine's a 40 or 50 gallon tank. It's a pretty good sized tank.
I got a 29 right now. I gotta get it. I'm gonna try and get it up and running again.
I seen one down here sitting on a trailer. I'd love to have. If that tank ain't 150 gallon, there's something wrong.
Yeah.
I was gonna stop and ask him what he wanted for it because I'll build me a stand.
Yeah, we had it. We had a giant tank for our Oscars, and we finally got rid of them. And when my Oscar kicked the sheets, and it was like,
Yeah.
it was like losing a kid, bro. You play with him.
Oh
enough,
yeah. If you get people try to shove 2 Oscars in a little tank, that's the wrong thing to do.
This was a
Like
giant
one
tank.
did.
Yeah. We
But
had minimum for 2 Oscars, you want 100 to 125 gallon.
Yeah, I just kept male and a female. If you keep 2 males in there, they're going to mix it up sooner or later. Same thing with
I can bring you in on your phone or mine.
same way with them Sitkins. They'll
Yeah.
fight. They'll fight it up.
Oh yeah. I had one. They were expensive fish, but I worked at a fish store, at a pet store at one time, and I'd get them. People would bring them in. If we didn't sell them after so long, I'd take them home. And there was one fish that my youngest daughter loved. One day she went to feed them, and that fish jumped out. He loved jumping, man. She did everything right. She wet the net, dipped it in the tank water, wet her hand and slid him in the net and put him, just let the net sit in the tank. He didn't make it though. She felt bad.
He got brain damage when he hit. That's what happened. He got hurt something in his head when he hit ground.
Yeah. She started crying and stuff. I was at work.
Yeah,
Got a call. She was crying. I was like, man.
I had to take special precautions for Sluggo. That was the name of my crawdad. He was always trying to go for a walkabout, bro. He's always coming out of that tank. And my wife was sitting there one day and she heard this noise, and it was that crawfish walking around because it's right there on our in our kitchen. It leads into our living room, and it shares this work table, where our pots and pans and hang and stuff. And she heard a noise. She said, "What is that noise?" I said, "What noise?" She got up and looked. And it was my crawfish going on a walkabout, man. He done come out of there. He was trying to escape. But
Man.
But that's pretty cool because my Pocostomus, we got this thing he lives in. You know, he hides in his hiding place. Well, he lived downstairs. The crawfish lived upstairs. So that was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Buck, I know what you're talking about. You seen that beehive they got that's made out of plexiglass that's in a guy's barn? He goes in and you can watch the bees do whatever they need to do, and he videoed it.
Wow.
It's pretty bad. There you go, buddy.
Yeah, my buddy made fish tanks out of old color TVs.
Yeah, the old round face.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. He had some pretty cool looking tanks.
Yeah, I thought about doing that with the old round face TV cabinet. Set a tank in there and put it in and make a lid for the top.
Yeah. Well, all right, fellas. Let me go back on everything.
Hey, Mr. Duggar, hang on a minute.
Carmel, you still there?
Bring it here.
Yeah, I'm still hanging out.
Be quiet. You jabbering too much. Can't nobody else get a word in edgewise.
Yeah, I know, that's terrible.
Terrible jabber. Somebody told me I had a mullet today. I didn't know I had a mullet. I don't like it growing on my ears, you know. He goes, "Well, you got a mullet." I said, "Do I really?" I'll keep a mullet then because I ain't letting that shit get all in my ears, man. I can't stand that. But I didn't. I is a redneck, so I guess I can fade a mullet. I'm sitting there smoking and driving. That's why I was on.
I'll be right back.
That's all right. That's why I was off screen because I was smoking, doing adult things.
What is this? About the third time around mullets have come in or something other?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, you know, you ain't cool if you don't wear a mullet then, I guess.
Yeah, I guess I ain't.
Yeah, we had a piece of plexiglass on a birdhouse where they nested, and we watched the baby birds and stuff grow up. Are you making them slider rigs, Lance?
Right now?
Yeah.
No, all those are made up. They're in the tackle box in the car.
Or are you just making leaders?
I'm untangling all the leaders I've made during the winter.
You can go ahead and get set up and you can see what's going on.
Just need to get you a chunk of styrofoam, Bubs.
Yeah.
That's the easiest.
Pool noodle.
Yeah, pool noodle.
Yep.
That's what I mean. Styrofoam rubber. Pool noodles.
Oh, yeah. I got a couple somewhere else. I got leaders all over, man.
It's nice to have leaders pre-made when you go fishing, man. It makes it so much easier.
And I got all different sizes, anywhere from 1/0 to 9/0. I got all different brands. I got the Uncle Lou brand. I got some Gamakatsu. Hooker's Terminal Tackle. I got some of the leaders made up with Down East. When he sent me all my leaders, when he sent me everything, my box of leaders, he sent me just a bag full of hooks. I made up some of those. I got all kinds of brands.
Yeah.
I'm not picky on what brand I use. As long as they can stick a fish in the mouth, I'm happy.
Yeah, buddy.
That's the whole point of a hook. That's his only job.
Exactly. And if I'm buying like from the store or something, I'll open a pack and I'll check the hooks, make sure they're sharp.
I have a little file I take with me anyway. You know, I don't care. Yeah, I check it. If it'll scratch your thumbnail, it's sharp. If it's not,
Yep.
sharpen it.
Exactly.
That's the easiest way to do it, man. I mean, if it won't scratch your thumbnail, it's not going to stick in that fish.
Yep.
Look at her, leather girl. Who was asking for that?
How you doing, Miss Christie?
I think Eric wants to sleep.
No, I'm not asleep. Yeah, I need to be going to sleep though.
Yeah, I probably should be too, but you know how it is.
Dang. Swallowed a piece of ice the wrong way. Can't help it, man. I've been crunching ice since I was a kid.
Yeah.
Johnny Small Pepper said hi just a little bit ago.
Hi, Mr. Hello.
Well, they can hear you.
Oh.
Yeah, we can see you too.
Well, you see
Part
my
of it.
hand.
Yeah, part of you.
Oh my God, there's a leg. Oh,
Ernie goes into a fever for the leg.
Ernie, you better back off or you're not going to have a chair
Hey.
for Mendota.
That's his leg. Leave him alone. He only gets 2, so you know.
yeah. Yeah, I told her the other day, show me how to do that, and I'd do it myself.
I'm glad she took care of it because I think she's doing an absolutely great job.
Looks time consuming.
Yeah.
It is
What is it?
time consuming.
It is.
Well, she knows what she's doing. She's getting that knot when she seats it down, holds it, not letting any slack left in it.
Yeah, I was trying to find somebody that had a machine to run it through. You know, I do with both chairs, run a few extras in there, you know. I mean, that chair's been through a lot in the last 2 years. I don't know why the stitch come loose like that. It could have had a bad spot, got nicked in a truck or anything.
Everything wears out sooner or later, brother. Without
Yeah.
maintenance.
Mhm.
Yeah, my chair bit the big ones. I've been faking it with other chairs. And they were killing me. And I don't know why. I could get off my butt and go get me a new chair.
I think we give like $40 for that.
Yeah, I could have went on Craigslist and got one, but I wanted one today, so I went down to the Office Depot and got me one.
Man, I finally gave up on those regular ones that, I mean, I got chairs that fold up, but they got the table on the side and on one side, and I got a cooler on the other side. That's what I use for fishing now.
I'm talking about my chair for my computer.
Oh, okay.
I've got a couple of big Cabela chairs made for fat boys. You know, it doesn't. You know, it's easy to get out for me. You know, it doesn't
Yep.
suck back, and they're well made. I don't have to worry about it collapsing.
Right.
When you weigh 310 pounds, it's you got to watch what you sit on.
Yep.
And even more when you weigh as much as me.
You just a pup.
Just a pup. Shit.
Yeah, I'm cruising 384.
I weigh 350. Just to be true.
My handle's right in the way.
But I weighed over 400, so I'm losing weight big time. So
I was too.
I hope it keeps going down. Cause I haven't really cooked since my wife passed, so I've been living on egg and bacon sandwiches and Popeyes, and eating out.
There you go, talking dirty again. Talking about Popeyes.
Well, somebody got to eat them.
If there was one closer, that would be my first stop before I head out. That's good eating on the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I say I'm sick of chicken, man. I've been eating chicken. I go get me a 10-piece and eat it for 2 days. That's what I'd eat.
Yeah, we get the family meal, and after everybody eats the next day, I go in there and eat it for breakfast.
Oh, absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Cold Popeyes is just like cold pizza and a Pepsi.
I don't have
Exactly.
Popeyes. I don't have a Popeyes. I got a Church's and a Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Oh,
I love some
Yeah,
KFC.
we got KFC up here.
I like me some KFC.
they're all right if you find the right ones to fix.
Yeah, that's a good one. But
Yeah.
I do like Popeye's chicken.
Popeyes and Church's. That's my two favorite.
I think I like Church's better than I do KFC, but there's something about that original recipe, man. That,
It's the pepper.
I don't know. It's so tasty.
Well,
Now, if you go for a buffet, Hart's chicken is the best.
Buffet. They done closed all our buffets down. The pandemic done shut them all down.
Yeah, pretty much the same thing around here. They just opened up the Golden Corral again.
We had a Furs, man. I liked eating there. That was a good place to munch. And our Luby's is gone now. Shit.
Yeah, Luby's was good.
Yeah, I like Luby's. Is probably my favorite buffet ever. Other than Golden Corral is a hit and a miss. I don't care where you go to them.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have one good steakhouse over here, the Tumbleweed. It was great, and they had a fire. They fired the cook, and ever since then the food was lousy. So they put in a Longhorn, and that's where I've been staying.
If I'm gonna eat steak, I'm gonna cook it myself.
And I go to Longhorn, I eat that Southwestern shrimp they got. They got two different kinds.
I'll go a long ways for a good chicken fried steak, though.
Well, if you ever get up this way, we'll see what we can make happen here in the kitchen.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I love me some chicken fried steak, man. I'll travel. We went across we took Barb's father's ashes. We got him back from the Philippines. He was I don't know if you ever heard of Charlie's War.
No.
Okay, Charlie's War was about a guy who was supplying arms to the South Vietnamese against the North Vietnamese. Well, Barb's dad was really Charlie. He was CIA, and he was from Virginia. Okay, he divorced Barb's mom, married this Filipino lady, and when he died in 1988. She kept his ashes until she died, and then they took half her ashes and half his ashes and mixed them as their custom. And they sent the other half home. Well, we loaded up that urn and we took it to Virginia to his hometown where they have a memorial for veterans and stuff over there, a national cemetery. The guy had been dead since 1988. And over 400 people showed up to the ceremony.
Wow.
I was like, what the hell's going on here? All these people. But he was a hometown hero. He was a highly decorated soldier. Then he was a CIA agent. He was in the Korean War. He was a highly decorated soldier.
Wow.
And their family tree can be traced back to Sam Adams.
Wow.
So I mean, that's this house, and you can see it's a 4.5 generation house.
Oh wow!
And it's gonna end with these kids. All they do is see the money value instead of the family value.
Yeah.
That's sad, man.
You know, it's a 5,800 square foot house. My basement's bigger than most people's house. You know, so I
It's
got
kind of like farmland there, Duggar. These youngins, they see the money and the land, and that's all they see.
our homeland down in Texas still got my kinfolk on it, and it always will have. I'm pretty sure. You know, so my brother's son owns that, is living there. It's actually my place, and I said, I'm not going to live in Texas. Somebody in our family needs a house that's a good house. We had one of them Jim Walter homes. They built the frame, and we did the interior.
Okay.
And we cleared the land and everything. So
Yeah.
and so I mean, there's always been somebody there from my kin living in that spot, and it was owned by my grandfather before me. So Joseph Tilford Forrest, 100% Irish. My mother was 100% Irish. My daddy was 100% Greek.
Welcome back, Yak Short.
Yep, I got Irish blood in me.
Yeah. And
my great grandparents were Irish.
Have a drop of the Jameson, boy. All right. Well, man, I'm gonna slide out of here and go go be bopping around for a little bit. I got a couple of chores I got to get done this evening, so I'll drop back in after a while there, Ernie.
All right, Duggar.
Lance, Chrissy.
All right, Duggar.
Eric, Carmel. Y'all take care. People in chat, thank y'all. Y'all be good. What's up, Yak? It is me, man. Nanu, brother.
Take it easy, Mr. Duggar.
All right, man. I just want y'all to always remember that one thing I tell everybody. Mr. Duggar loves everybody. Y'all be good.
Everybody's got to like Duggar.
Oh, yeah.
Yak Short, she's sewing an Ozark Trail fishing chair.
Well, it looks like a lot of work.
It is for what she bought. If she would have bought an electric one, it probably would have been a lot faster.
Electric ones cost a whole lot more, though, don't they?
I don't know. I didn't look at it. But if you're planning on keeping a chair or maybe sewing up some material for like the boat top out there, you won't be all day doing it. She's got a sewing machine, but for this,
that's
you'd
too
have to have
thick.
a couple of long arms to sew with.
That stuff's awful thick to be trying to run through a regular sewing machine anyway.
It's all about the needle.
Yeah.
I found that out through her aunt. She was on it, just swap needles out.
Yeah, but you got to have a machine. You got enough power to push the needle too, though. So
Yeah.
I think what she got should work.
that's where old Nagy should have still been in business. You could have went over and had it done in a heartbeat.
Yeah, probably would have cost maybe what, $5?
Probably not even that. I mean,
Yeah, I miss them old boys. I mean, sometimes you get a $300 or $400 pair of shoes in there for $50-$100, There's a lot of them big lawyers and stuff went in there.
Yeah, a lot of them are going to get shoes repaired and then never come back and get them and things,
Yeah. A lot of them from Buckeye Steel went in there to get their shoes resold.
Or them boots they wore, because they wore the bottoms out of them so often. I mean,
Yeah.
you get the half soles and the heels put on a whole lot cheaper than you can replace the boots,
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
I look like them big old horseshoe cleats you can put on the back of your shoes.
Yeah, them toe taps and stuff. People go in there and have them put on.
Well, they save the wear on your shoes a lot, so.
Yeah.
They
I
make
have
a lot
some
of,
of them cowboy boots. You walk, you click.
yeah.
Well, my dad used to have all he used to wear was cowboy boots and everything. Red Wing. When soles go out, he go and get the soles replaced.
About the best pair of boots I ever bought was Rocky.
Yeah.
I put a pair of them once, like putting on 2 new feet.
I got some camouflage Rocky boots.
I found 2 pair online, bud. It would I couldn't have bought no cheaper off of eBay. I think it was $70 for 2 pair or something like that. And I actually called the guy. I said, bud, I'll save you on some shipping. Can I pick them up? He goes, no, I can't do that. I was going to drive an hour and a half to go get them.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah. There's some good boots.
I got the Corn Stalkers.
I had a pair of Rockies. Well, I've had a few pair of Rockies, but I had one pair that I didn't wear for like 2 years. I put them in. They'd been sitting in the closet. I mean, it wasn't like they was out in the sun or anything. And I got them out, put them on, and I kept feeling like there was something sticking on the bottom of my feet. And I looked down and checked, and the soles were just crumbling off from them.
Wow. Wannabe, I wish I could have found something that would fit my calves. I would have worn them too.
Did you answer that?
Probably not. About what you was doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I answered him.
Okay.
Yeah, we got a Rocky discount place over here. Just because a pattern might not be right or a stitch might be out of place, you get them a lot cheaper. And
Oh,
it's
yeah.
quality. I ain't worried about it. If they're camo boots, they ain't supposed to match no way.
Don't matter much anyway what I'm going to put them through, you know.
But yeah, that's too horrible. Mine went through the ringer. I had them for over 2 years. I wore the soles down on them, and our uncle was up here, and he said, "Man, I forgot my boots. I can't go hunting." I said, "Just throw them on right there." I said, "They're my work boots." He liked them. He put bread sacks on and stuck them down the stuck his foot down there. He said, "Well, it'll work."
Man, I got lucky. Look, my Rockies I got where I used to live, neighbor, he got them too big. He goes, "You want these Rockies?" I said, "Yeah, I'll take them." Mine aren't camo. They're brown. They're winter boots. Man, they're nice though.
Yak Shore wants to know, do you guys think a weight sling could be made cheaper than buying one? He's got to get one before the tournament.
It'd be a lot of work doing that because he's probably going to be looking at using this kind of material right here.
I never thought about that, but yeah, well, I could probably,
You could make one,
yeah.
Yeah.
and if you have a long arm for sewing, that would be great.
If you had a sewing machine with the right needle in it, you could probably go one step thinner on the material and still make the sling and sew it up through a sewing machine. Put you a couple handles on
I
it.
don't know that I'd go thinner on that material because you're talking about weighing pretty heavy fish.
Yeah.
I would probably keep that material that thick just for the safety of the fish.
Yeah.
Well, I got some rubber inner tubes for tractors that I'm gonna make a sling out of.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, if I could have got them boots up on my leg here, Wannabe, I'd probably have to leave them unzipped too. That's like that B suit I ordered. It said 10X on it. I get it. It fit my leg and it fit through my arms, but it wasn't for tall people. It's for somebody real short. So I had to send it back the other day. Now I got to try to get me a couple stands of bees since mine flew the coop. Yeah, she bought matching material, string for the material. I told her, I don't care what color it is, as long as it holds.
Yeah, I like that chair that I got. I got it on sale. I don't know what it is. It says holds 450 pounds. So
I don't know. I just know it's hard to find a good, comfortable chair if you're going to be sitting out there for hours. And
These
Yeah.
right here's pretty good. Buck Williams wants to know, Lance. Oh, he said he got a coat, Carhartt winter jacket like that.
That's what I thought.
Man, my Carhartt ain't made like it used to be made. I had it for when I first got it the first year. It was just tore up.
Yeah, Carhartt's kind of, I don't know, I think they went downhill a little bit too. There's a
Yeah.
jacket here that I got, shoot, it had to be back in 2000, 2002, somewhere around there.
Yeah,
It's
but didn't
still
they-
over. I mean, it's wore completely out. It should be thrown away, but we use it for a work coat.
didn't they move
Yeah.
their factory to Mexico or something, though? Some years back? Right before all their quality went downhill.
Mm-hmm.
All right, want to be sleep well, brother.
So I know I bought
Now,
some Carhartt jeans a while back, and you stick your hand in the pocket and one heart, there wasn't even enough room to put your car keys in there hardly. They had to go back and hurry.
What I found that's a good brand is the Tractor Supply brand, Ridge Cut.
Yeah.
I got a pair of jeans I got a pair of Ridge Cuts when I worked at Tractor Supply. That's some good jeans. They're actually, and their jackets are real nice too.
I don't know. The ones I got's made by Firestone. Carhartt kind of jacket and pants.
Mm-hmm.
Keys ain't too bad for the price either.
Yeah.
Be careful, you're sewing up your handle.
I'm kind of scared now. She's got that out, and it's almost bedtime. She's over there practicing.
You better leave her alone, or I'll just leave a couple stitches out to get even with you, Ernie.
Well, that's what I'm worried about anyway, because the way that goes in.
My mind.
Hey, I got confidence in her doing it right, but you keep picking on her, you don't know what might happen.
Well, the way she's driving this,
To pick you up off the ground, Ernie, so I wouldn't worry about it.
yeah, it's not that far.
Yeah, but she's
Wait.
not gonna let him sit on the ground until she gets ready to come home, you know.
Yeah. The way that stitches up, it kind of looks like a dog food bag. You nick it, just pull one string.
Yeah.
Only thing, the last thing you hear is, shoo.
Tell you what, she's got a lot of patience doing that. I would have been throwing that chair towards the trash and going looking for a new one by now.
Well, I told her she didn't want to do it. We just buy another one, and I give her the new one, and I'll take the old one. But since Amazon lied to us already again, I don't think it'd be here the next day. I'm waiting on a carburetor. It's supposed to be the next day thing, and it didn't work.
You can't
Yep,
rely
I've
on
had that happen before.
That's right, Buck. She can finish it later tomorrow.
Like today, Lance.
Well,
Yeah. Unbelievable, man. Oh, I felt sorry for the guy. I was nice though,
Yeah.
but I got on him. I was like, man, I done called you guys this morning. You guys said the truck will be here at noon. Truck ain't here. Okay, that's fine. 7 o'clock, I call them and I asked if their truck showed up, waiting on my caliper. He goes, "What's your name?" He goes, "Oh, it'll be here in the morning." Okay, boy, poor guy.
yeah, that carburetor was supposed to have been here yesterday, and I mowed grass waiting on it so I could get the motor fired up, get it back on the tiller. I got a guy in Chillicothe interested in it. It's an older tiller, but it's good.
Yeah,
I mean, for $100, you ain't gonna go buy a tiller.
right.
I'd even do some trading if he's got something I can use.
What kind of tiller is it, Ernie?
Yeah, it's an old, it's belt driven. It's that old. It's got a handle you raise up on, and it locks back to engage the tines. It's a front tine tiller.
Okay.
I got a rear tine. It's good to cut the weeds out, but for as plowing up the yard, nah. I mean,
Heck, I got a little tiller.
I got a little like a
That's
man.
good for in between, like the rows in your garden and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't use it because where we're at, can't put a garden in. So it's sitting down in the basement.
Yeah, I got a little bitty one out there, a Manus. It might be 12 inches wide. It's great to cut weeds out with too, but the way I do it after I get my garden in, I put, it was CRP field clippings. I pile it in around the plants, all through the walkway. It's like walking on carpet. It keeps a lot of weeds down.
Yep.
In a 30-foot section, you might pull maybe 5 weeds at the most.
Yeah, my dad, when he was alive and he kept his garden, he'd put straw down.
That's what I got to do now. I can't get the other stuff. They come in monster bells. I had to use a 4-wheeler to pull them off if they get wet. Avid, I'm thinking Wednesday morning. I'd like to leave out about 4 o'clock, but I know that's not going to happen.
Yeah, I told Audra Thursday I want to leave out about 4 or 5 in the morning. She was like, "Why so early? We can't check in till 3." I said, "Because." I said, "We can leave out at 3. We can get there for just as the sun's getting up, get some good fishing in."
Yeah.
She's like, "Do you know what?" Because she got to take sleeping pills and stuff. She's always been on them.
I
She goes,
just
"I
wish
have
you
to
could have
take
got
sleeping
them.
pills at 8 o'clock just to be ready."
I just wish y'all was in the same place we was.
Yeah, you guys, we're like a few minutes from Lake Mendota, where our motel is at.
I think ours is too. I'm not real sure. I can't think of where it's at. Something about it's right off the freeway over there.
Yeah, we're right by we're at East Windham, the Super 8. East Windham,
That's
Super
where
8
we're at,
East
ain't it?
Windham.
I think it might be where we're at. Chrissy's checking.
If that's where everybody's at, Oh man.
I think it is. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, it's right there in Madison, and it's right
Yeah.
by dang, I can't remember the highway there. But if that's the one, yeah, that's the. I picked that one just because it was one real cheap.
Yeah, there was reasonable on rates, and if you would have got with
Did
Betty,
he tell him he was with the Betty Cross group?
was you with our group?
Huh?
Did you get in on Betty's discount?
No, I did not.
Oh, she's still trying to find it over here.
But I did find. I mean, I found it for 40 something bucks a night.
Yeah.
Is it low?
I think I found it for like 46 a night, and through the booking it through online, it's like one something, 140 something.
No, we're Madison North.
Madison North.
Which is right there by 90. Hear me?
Yeah, they can hear you. You got your mic on over there.
It's right there at the 51.
Oh yeah, after we get done fishing and stuff, if you guys gonna hang out in the parking lot at whatever motel you guys are at, if we ain't at the same one.
She said we're at Madison North.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're at the one in.
It's right off of 94 and 51.
Okay.
Yeah, we usually set out the parking lot, have a tailgate get together.
Oh yeah. We'll just follow you guys to your parking lot and we'll hang out for a bit.
Sounds like a winner.
At work. Yeah, we.
Not like we're in a rush to get anywhere. After we're done fishing and go right back to the motel. Nah.
Yeah. Oh, Alvin. Yeah, as soon as she gets through there, gets tired. Well,
Hey, Alvin.
Put this down. I got a doctor's appointment in the morning.
Oh, shoot.
I just wish they could have did it online, over the phone. I still got to buy 2 bolts tomorrow for the boys when he comes down to do that blazer out there at Motor Swap.
You got a little crooked on this.
I don't matter. As long as the holds is all that matters. I don't want no Lee Evans incident. Oh, Lord. Yeah, we was going to get one of them transponders for the tow road up there, and they said it'd be cheaper just to do a license plate deal instead of getting all that pre-pass or whatever they call them.
Mm-hmm.
You going to do any lives while you're up there, Ernie?
Oh, probably will.
Cool.
Yeah, it's a whole different ball game up there.
My flags tangled up here.
Oh yeah, I'll be live too. Heck, we'll be fishing right next to each other, so
Pretty much. I still got to get everything packed up for that. I've been setting stuff out, my lights, and everything on the table. That way I know what I need to take. I'll probably put it all in a crate.
yeah. What I'm gonna do, everything, all our fishing gear is in the car since we've been fishing a lot until the brakes went out. I'm gonna run a piece of PVC pipe
I
across.
have an appointment.
Do what?
I said I can finish this tomorrow sometime since I have an appointment.
Yeah.
I just have a lot to do then too.
Oh, we got a lot of work to do. I would have had the truck loaded today, but since we got to go all the way up there, I said I'll just wait till tomorrow, load it all up, have it ready to go. Buck, I can make a list, check it 3 times, and still forget something. Jody, it's the way it is. When you have the time, you got nasty weather. When you have to work, it's nice. Good night, Mr. Mike Irvin. Sleep well, buddy. I shouldn't have took that nap today. I should have just stayed up. But I crank that big old fan on high back here. Lay off from underneath the covers, get chilled, cover up, I'll be out.
Yep, you can sleep anytime.
Oh, speaking of caramel, there's be a candy bar in there. It's come from the church.
Oh,
Jody, he acts just like a Sunday out there in that heat. When it cranks up about 80 and 90, he starts melting too. Caramel.
You hit the ground and I don't want to hear it.
I hit the ground this time. Just call 911. Tell them to bring American Crane in to get me up.
Why does it have to be American?
Well, there's reasons behind all that.
Just make sure you move his fishing poles close enough to get a hold of him.
That's right. I'll crawl. I'll crawl to them. Don't have to worry about that.
It's almost done. I'm gonna quit for tonight.
All right.
I think I would have quit about 200 stitches ago.
Yeah, you know she's stuck. You see where she's stuck at? She's hoping I'll forget about it and try it out in the morning.
Nah. It's looking good though.
I can't remember. I think it was 1,000 grand, Alvin. When I was a teenager, I was sitting over at the A&P on Reeve Avenue. I had a loose tooth and I bit into one of them and got it on the wrong side. No more loose tooth. It was out. Uh-oh, here we go. Hello, Stan.
Good evening.
How you doing after your fishing trip, Stan?
Yeah, we're doing great.
Evening, Stan.
By
Oh.
chance, hey, Stan, by chance, did you send a friends request on Facebook?
To who? To you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't going to click on it until I asked you.
Yeah. Was I holding a big, giant, flathead catfish?
I think so.
That's probably me.
Yep.
Oh man.
Yeah, I didn't want to click on nothing that I didn't know nothing about, you know, too much going on out there.
Yeah, that's me.
Caramel peanut butter. I ain't seen that out of it. That sounds pretty good.
What's Eric doing?
Oh no, you've been quiet.
That's because I'm about to go to sleep.
The night has just begun.
Well, we're boring you to death, Eric. You need to start talking more and entertain us.
I think Eric's planning a trip to Canada like Jeremy did. Jody called him out and he just disappeared for a while.
Liz, did you go to Mendota?
At least
Huh?
Eric's got fever to go to.
Did you go to Mendota?
No, I'm not in Mendota yet. Thursday. Like I was saying earlier, that my caliper on the passenger side, I went to bleed it yesterday after I got it on, loosened that screw, the bleeder screw, and the inside is stripped out. I went to tighten it and it wouldn't tighten. So I'm waiting on the caliper to get here. It's supposed to have been here today, but it never made it. So it's supposed to be here tomorrow at 8 o'clock. And I'll be out tomorrow trying to catch some bluegill.
Next
That's
time
weird
you
that it's stripped.
Huh?
That's weird that it's stripped out.
Yeah, I loosened it and went to go back in, went to tighten it, and it's stripped out.
go right ahead, Whiskers. I don't mind.
But they're gonna go ahead because it is under warranty. They're replacing it.
Yeah, it probably just needs another bleeder screw.
No, it's not the bleeder screw that's stripped. It's the inside of where the bleeder screw goes in.
Oh,
So the guy was like, "Yeah, he went ahead and called the store in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, and for some reason it never made it on the truck. Well, it made it on the truck, but it didn't make it on the truck up to Sheboygan.
Huh.
So it'll be here tomorrow morning.
Well, there's only one boat spot left for Aaron's tournament. You ever heard of anything called freeze off air, Lance?
Huh?
You ever heard of a can of stuff called freeze off?
Nuh-uh.
Check around AutoZone, see if they got it. That's some pretty good stuff. I've used PB Blast, WD-40. It didn't break it loose. This is on brake line. And I sprayed that on there, reach over, grabbed a wrench, put it back on there, and shoved on it just a little bit, and it come right loose.
Huh.
That really shocked me how well it worked.
Ain't that
I'll have
freeze
to
off
get
got
some
some
of that.
nitrogen in it? Ernie, ain't that freeze off got some nitrogen in it or something other that actually gets colder and shit, don't it?
I
Yep.
don't know, bud, but it worked on that old brake line. It shocked me. Curtis, I am hurrying up. As soon as my garage gets cleared out to where I can do something, I'll take a day, straighten it back up, sweep it out. I'll have the boat rails in there. I'll be working on those, getting them stripped down. Then I can wash them off, bring them out in the sun, throw the paint to them, let it bake into it a little bit. But see, he's pushing me. Well, I had all this other work that needed done first. I mean, he could have come over if he was in that big a hurry. Help me split, stack the wood, do some other things, you know.
Eric, wake up.
Huh?
You have no room to talk, Stan. You were snoring the other night.
I never did such a thing in my life.
That was Stan's dog. That wasn't him.
Yep.
Only thing Eric can say is Curtis snoring.
You'd hear him all the way in the other side of the house. You'd hear him. That guy's loud.
I'm surprised the neighbors ain't called the cops on you.
It's very avid.
Supposedly today when I took a nap, I was snoring like crazy. At least that's what I was told.
I
Try to-
don't snore. I ain't never heard myself.
That's what I say.
I heard avid snoring.
Oh yeah.
You see that, Stan? He said, old man, when he gets my age and done what we done, he'll be saying the same thing.
How old are you, Ernie?
Huh?
How old are you?
I'll be 55 Christmas Day. I think.
I'll be 54 on the day before Halloween. I'm born in '68.
I was 66.
Yep.
Yeah. It's not easy when you got messed up back and legs to do that kind of work, but I do it.
Stop pumping Chrissy's leg.
I'd rather do that than mess with the wood.
I've been a mechanic all my life.
Laying on that concrete ain't fun, bud.
No doubt.
Breathing in brake dust.
Oh, I'm awake.
I'm sorry, Whiskers. I thought you was blue. Yeah, about 15 more minutes. I'm gonna shut her now because I gotta get up early. Get to the doctor. Mama, it takes her 2 hours to get motivated. I'm gonna record her snoring one of these days.
You don't want to do that, trust me.
Yeah.
I did that to my wife
Years
years ago. Right? She's telling me she didn't snore, so I recorded it.
Exactly.
She said I drank a coffee the next morning, and I played it. She said, "What the hell is that?" And I said, "You snoring." Well, I was on the list for a long time after that one.
Yeah.
Frankie wasn't wearing that coffee.
She said she don't. The boys said she did, so I recorded it one time and played it for her. Oh, buck 61. I hope I see 61.
Yeah, you guys just a bunch of youngins. Still learning.
Proven fact, Carmel. Ask Curtis would he work and do the work we did for what we got paid.
Hell no.
Exactly. That's what he would say.
He probably wouldn't even go take a nap for that kind of money.
No way.
My first job was in a body shop making $2 an hour sanding fenders on cars.
Ah, dang.
I would love to have made that.
No way.
Well, even in what was it? I think it was 04 or something. I had a dead spot there driving a truck, and I was making $8.50 loading and unloading a box truck of doors, wood trim, MDF 4x8 sheets, which weighs 100 pounds a piece, and take it out and deliver to all these homes by myself. And that was I didn't mind the wood. Them MDF sheets was heavy at 100 pounds after you pack so many through mud.
Not only that, they have a real bad habit of splintering on you.
Yeah, Chrissy, speaking of Burger King, I drove by Burger King today. There's a sign out front. Help wanted, $17.50 an hour to start.
Yep.
That's what McDonald's is. They're like 15, 16 bucks here.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that, $17.50.
They want to raise and pay, but they ain't realizing they're causing the company to raise the prices on their food.
Yep.
Yeah, it was like $12 to go through Burger King. Like, wow.
For what we eat at McDonald's for breakfast, I can almost go to Fisher's and eat, or a steakhouse.
Yeah.
Two number fours. I think two number fours now is running close to like $15 and something.
What kills me is the price of White Castle anymore.
Exactly. We ate there the other day.
It's
White
unreal.
Castle's so small, too.
Yeah. If I'm out and hungry, want something to eat, I'll swing into White Castle's and get me an onion chip.
If you're hungry and you went in White Castle, how many of those cheeseburger sliders could you eat?
8.
Wow.
8.
Man,
I can
I
do
went into White Castle in Indiana one time. I ate 24 sliders.
Yeah, I was going to say, I bet I could eat 24.
Lance, that's funny you mentioned that. One of these days I'll get my buddy on here and let him tell you about it. We left Columbus there, out there by 70 off of Broad Street there. I think it was James Road or somewhere like that. We come across and hit 70. We stopped at White Castle before we got on the freeway. By the time I hit Lancaster, he said I ate 24 White Castles, fries, and drunk some coffee before we hit Lancaster.
Wow.
I don't remember recalling that many, but that's what he said it was.
That's about a 30-minute lunch break.
Yeah.
Well, that's about how long it takes to get down there, Lance. What he's talking about.
Yeah,
Really?
I think
Yeah.
I think he stretched it a little bit, but I can eat 10 and part of a large onion chip. But I like putting tartar sauce on my burgers like that. Only thing you're doing is just add mayonnaise and throwing extra pickles in it.
I like honey mustard on my White Castles.
Everybody used to laugh at me. I like ketchup on them.
I never had them with ketchup.
I like ketchup, baby.
Yeah, I've been stuck on honey barbecue sauce lately.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, it's too good.
Yeah, every time I make anything barbecue, it's usually with Sweet Baby Ray's.
Yeah, buddy.
No complaints there.
Carmel, I'm gonna have to fix a big old deer neck up and throw it in the pan with the peppers and onions and stuff. Fix it up for you. Let you try that. It's a fajita mix I put in there,
Oh yeah.
and it changes up. You talk about some burritos, man, or even just on the plate by itself with mashed potatoes. Makes a great meal.
Cool.
My favorite, though, I'd have to say, is that tenderloin run through the cuber, rolled in flour and fried, and then make gravy on top of it with a side of mashed potatoes.
I'll be back. I'll be right back.
Better with the gravy.
Who? Stan? I don't know. She
Gotta
said
take a
something about,
bathroom break.
she said something about Stan going live.
How about the mayor?
Yeah.
He's been live.
Yeah, he went live. I seen him go live earlier.
Yeah, we're live
Okay.
catching big fish.
Yeah, about an hour ago. Yeah, he's out hooking and biggins.
Yeah, Chrissy's been too busy sewing.
Yeah. Don't you go to work in the morning, Eric?
Catching some of those mutated fish.
Yeah, one of these days they're gonna pull in a two-headed fish up there.
3-eyed fish.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta find something to make some money. Doing something after I get called up. I got these lights I can deal with, but I don't like using that type of tape that I'm wrapping it in. It's got to be perfect.
What are you using, Ernie?
It's some kind of tape that guy showed me over at the auto parts store. It won't stick to nothing but itself. And once you put it on there, he showed me, he wrapped it on a pencil. It took him a minute to get it unstuck from itself,
Yeah.
to get it to unwrap.
Those ones I made, I use shrink wrap on them.
I tried that, but I can't get it to go down over the end of the clip. The
Yeah.
shrink wrap that he had over there was like a tube, kind of a thick, clear tube, but it's like $2 or something, a small stick.
Yeah.
Time I do that, I'll have more in the light than what I can get out of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I still got a bunch of stuff in someplace around here. I don't know where, but where I decided to make them because it's cheaper just to. I think when I bought them clips, it was like 50 of them for just a few dollars or something, you know. And like I said, I just took some old light sticks I had that I'd used, cut them in half to make the top part.
Yeah.
I'd seen where they're selling them for like $4 and $5 and things. I thought, well, shit, I can make one of those, you know.
Yeah, they're going for like $4 or $5. One guy was on here several years ago selling them for $5 a piece.
Yeah.
She makes good meatloaf, deer loaf anyway. That's the best. But you want something super good, Curtis? Get her to make you some bourbon chicken, bud. One of them big kettles in here between me, my buddy, his son, wife, and us. That kettle didn't last all day. I'm trying to figure out where Mr. Duggar is. I didn't see him come back in.
I missed him too.
Don R said, I love it, Mr. Duggar. I'm looking around for Duggar. I ain't seen him come back in yet.
I didn't see him either, but I'm not saying he's not here.
Well, fellas, I'm gonna top off here. I'm dozing off.
All right. Well, you don't have to do that. You can leave it live. I mean, you know, for the right price, I'm sure I can get Curtis.
I'm gonna be snoring. I won't be like Brian B. either.
That's all right. We'll just hang around the hog. It comes on. Listen to Curtis. Sick Jody on you, Eric.
Yeah. I'm
He
sure.
does. He does every night too.
Yeah.
Yes, because I'm asleep.
Yeah, we can all get together, get some money together. I'm sure Curtis could go in there and sabotage him a little bit on the live.
Put a little bit of nair on that beard and things.
Yeah. Oh, you see how quick he opened that eyeball on that one. Eric, you'll smell that stuff before it hits you. I guarantee you.
No.
That's some stinky stuff right there, boy, when you put it on your face.
Had a guy in the service use that because he didn't want to shave. Messed his face up.
Really?
Yeah.
What's that, Nair?
Yep.
Yeah, it was nair
Wow.
and meat or something one of those.
Chris's
It-
dad said some guy used it at work too on his face. He used the popsicle stick to shave.
Yeah.
Put that right in the shampoo.
I mean, it's kind of strange. Women can use it in sensitive parts of the legs and everything else, but on guys, normally it'll just tear the shit out of it right on the neck area.
Well, this guy here, he said that used it for the razor tore his face up and
Yeah.
broke him out real bad, and that's what he used.
Yeah.
Chrissy had some of it she used on her legs, man. God, it stunk.
Is that how she got you to stop pumping her leg?
No.
That didn't even slow him down.
I'm a country boy. We use clothespins.
And he put a little bit of Vicks under his nose and just kept on coming.
Yeah, that was after I watched NCIS.
We're using the microwave right there.
No, we don't need no snow.
No. Keep that stuff up there with Don R and Uncle Lou.
Absolutely.
There's one thing about it, Eric. As long as Jody's around and we're still kicking, she's always got somebody to look up to.
Yeah. Exactly.
I just wish we had more time to spend with her. When was that CatCon down there?
Yeah. I would have rather hung out with you guys, J Dog and all you guys, instead of hanging out with Chad.
I mean, there's just so many people there. It takes a whole day just to say hi.
Yeah, everybody had their little cliques everybody hung out with.
Yeah.
I was hanging around Marilla most of the time.
You trying to get lawyer techniques. I hear you.
Yeah. Freddie. And,
Freddie's out there. He's a good old boy.
yeah, like Freddie.
He can't sit still.
That was at CatCon in 2019.
Do I stand?
I said I went to CatCon, but it was in 2019 when I went.
I think that's when we went, 18 or 19.
Yeah, 19 was the one I went to.
You are, Jody.
We love Jody.
Who went 18 or 19?
We do.
Who else did?
Stan? One of these days, I'm going to show up at Jody's doorstep. We're going to fish with her one day.
That would be fun. That would almost be worth a trip to Tennessee.
Yeah.
Although as long as she fishes when she goes out there, I don't think I could hang with her.
Just don't drink out of the red cup on our boat.
You got that right.
Well,
Make sure you take your own blue one.
I don't know if I drove all the way to Tennessee, I'd want to go there to catch fish.
Oh, so you're saying you'd want to go hang out? You'd want to go fishing with Daryl?
I'm sure if you're fishing with Jody, you'd catch some fish.
oh yeah.
Daryl lets everybody else catch fish. He just sits there.
Hey, you got a point there.
I don't know, Curtis. I mean, you know,
It sounds like we're going to swamp her boat, man. As many people wanted to go at one time.
Jody might elbow you like Lee Evans. Shoulder block you. Get out of the way.
Curtis, if I went down, bud, you'd be more welcome to ride in the back.
Way back in the back.
While it's raining.
I'd fix up a hammock underneath the ball there and let him swing backwards and forwards, you know.
I'm sure you can rent them little boxes that fit on the trailer hitch, can't you?
Hey,
yeah,
Ernie,
look.
the doctor tells him he needs to exercise.
Tie his hands behind his back and put a rope around him. I seen that on a Clint Eastwood movie once. Welcome, Jacob. I think I should shut this down and get in bed. 5 o'clock comes early.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. 5 hours.
Yep. I gotta get up, make coffee, and get ready to wake her up. I gotta find my protection outfit, you know, shoulder pads, helmet, and all that. Go in there, take a stick and poke her. Hey, get up. She sat over there looking at me like, what are you lying for?
Yeah, Ernie, we've seen you in the morning. You kind of sneak off and leave her alone.
You're right, I do. I get up and come in here in the kitchen.
Get on the internet and wait on her.
I'll go in there and I get my put a pot on and drink my night before coffee that I will put in the thermos for morning so that way I don't have to wait on it. Sometimes I do there, Jacob. It just depends on how the morning goes. I usually jump on hog legs there. If he runs over 5 o'clock, so be it. If Lee don't get on, I'll start one. But with it warming up out there, I'll probably be on the yard by daylight.
You can always be like Chris. The live cutting the grass.
I don't hear no alarm. Right there's what wakes me up
For me.
at one time. That's all it would wake me up.
Yeah, I knew where to go.
Now, Jody, I thought about that, but the outcome might not be too good.
Oh, yeah.
Jody's trying to get something started already. I know what she's doing. She's sitting there laughing. Watch this. I'll get it fired up.
Spandex.
Oh, she's daring you now, Ernie.
Don't be putting thoughts in my head, Jody.
You grab that leg, she jerks very quick, Ernie. You be hurting, buddy.
Maybe. I've been kneed there before, so
And
that was over her dreaming.
it don't feel good, does it?
Oh no,
Did she look at you then and say, "But I love you"?
no.
That's what most women do. They when they hurt you like that, they say, "Oh, but I love you," you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was dead asleep. She had a dream. She was fighting in her sleep or something. I don't know.
Put a hurting on you.
You heard that song? I'll be wearing my sunglasses at night. Stan's catching some fish. Wow. Yeah, Eric's in bed, Jody. He's thinking about the bet.
And he ain't scared.
Yeah, that's why he's laying there. No worries.
That's right.
Won't be long. Hoover will be a place if nobody don't catch them all out of there. It'll be a place to get some monsters.
You're get guys coming from all over now fishing it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Justin from Kayak
Dropping right
Catfish.
now.
Yeah. Justin from Kayak Catfish was talking before he hit that deer. Was talking about he was coming up to fish the tournament up there.
Yep, he had a tournament up there.
I mean, you know, that's bad now when you got the boys from Tennessee coming up to Hoover to fish.
Yeah. And Tennessee's got bigger fish than what Hoover has. That don't make sense.
For now, them
Hoover's
things are growing
coming on.
Deer, dude, it's unheard of. They are growing like crazy up there at Hoover. It's because of the food population.
Yeah.
Dude, when I was fishing from the bank and I took a regular net and just scooped up 7 shad right there on the bank, it's crazy.
Wow.
And they were good sized shad too.
I'm glad you mentioned that.
4 or 5 inches.
But you heard where they're talking about opening the kicking back on those regulations they got on Hoover, didn't you? Yeah, they said that the last couple of years that the blues haven't been growing as fast as they want them to, and they think it's because the smaller fish and things are in the competition for the food. So they're talking about they got that restriction. I don't know what it is. Got to be between 17 and something other before you can keep it or something like that. They're talking about removing that part of it and going back to the same regulations as the rest of Ohio's got on the catfish. And because they believe that'll make the bigger fish grow faster.
Don R., when you see me hold up a 25, 30-pound channel this week from Mendota, you'll be saying different words.
That's right.
Why is there fish in Mendota?
There ain't no damn teddy bear in my bed, and I ain't sucking my thumb either.
You're
Oh,
saying
did Curtis forget to give you your teddy and your blankie?
I don't have either one in here.
Curtis has got it in there on the couch with him.
That's right. Sucking on his pacifier. He's a big baby that can't even come up on panel.
Yeah, Eric was stopping over here at the feed mill and getting a calf bottle for him. That way you don't have to wake him up at night to get his milk.
Curtis said you got that right, Ernie.
Well, guys, I'm going to shut this down, get in bed.
All right.
Dog up and get her. She's over here out stretched out on the couch. Looks like one of them fake dogs the way she's laying. Wore herself out today. Then I got to take and pack Chrissy in there. Put her in bed.
Up her leg. All right, Ernie. Thanks for coming up there and giving us a place to hang out, man.
All right, man.
Buddy.
Anytime. She's sitting there smiling about something. She's getting ready to say something. I see it coming.
Maybe
night,
she's waiting
Chris.
on us to leave to get even with you.
Scared. Y'all have a good night.
You know the rule, no witnesses.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, thanks for having me up, Ernie.
All right, Lance. Appreciate you all coming up.
Thanks for having me up, Ernie.
See you at Mendota.
All right, later.
All right, we'll see you. I'll try to get on tomorrow. Anytime, Whiskers.
Good night.
Night. Night all. Sleep well.
Dream about good fish.
Yeah. Jody's going to be dreaming about beating you, so it'll all be good. We'll see everybody on the next one.